kid. This is my wiener waving around.
Joined in at just the right time, I see.
Yeah, I was just about to go into the chorus, actually, of the song about Flynn Fireborn waving his wiener in the wind. No? Nobody's interested?
I'm eating steak.
I just woke up.
Look at you, dude, eating steak over there, bro.
Fucking eating steak, bud.
You got salt and pea on that bitch?
I had leftover,
Not full marinade.
I had leftover Italian food from that date I went on.
What kind
Oh,
of
hell
marinade?
yeah. I did fuck, what was it?
Dropping the ball here.
It was just one of those stupid packets, barbecue bourbon.
Marinades are only good if you have cheap steak, but it is a good way to make cheap steak taste good.
Well, that's exactly what this is.
Oh, good. Yeah, good. Like, yeah,
this is specifically like just steak tips, like pre-sliced steak tip type meat from the grocery store.
Wait, DeMarcus.
Yeah, steak tips are always best if you marinate them. You're right.
I agree.
I entered a tournament for Yummy Hustle. I fucking managed to get into second place, but then the one that I participated in this last one, dude, I didn't even make it past fucking first round before I got put in the loser bracket.
What do you mean?
Well, it was a modded one, so I was playing the modded characters, but they had a roster for the characters. But the character I main is Ninja.
I'm a wizard main.
You fucking bitch.
Yeah, I'm fucking. My brother was a cowboy main, and he was really really good with it. And as soon as I learned how to use the wizard, it got to the point that he couldn't fucking touch me in the fight, and there would be 37 orbs chasing after him everywhere he went.
Absolute cunt. But what were you gonna say, Compa?
I was gonna ask if you can think of anything that we can craft to aid us in this dungeon crawl.
Craft? Fuck nothing.
Yeah, dude. We'll craft something.
Because the reason why I'm saying craft is because, well, I'm not a fucking artificer, so I can't craft anything magical. What we can't, and we're going to a fire fucking realm, so it basically means most of the shit needs to be fireproof.
So everybody's late, huh?
Well, yeah, it had to happen eventually.
I mean, technically it's exactly 7 right now.
I mean, technically, he should be prorating us for the amount of time that we're...
Yep, there you go.
To be fair, I'm hungry, and I'm making Hot Pockets. So I'm not at my computer. I found out I had 5 left. Making me happy. I'm also defrosting a, 10-pound thing of fucking beef? Ground beef? I'm gonna start using it. Who's typing? But yeah. But DeMarcus, no joke. Ninja actually got a new move. He got a grappling hook.
I could counter it.
What? The grapple hook doesn't do jack shit.
Well, the lasso, so is it like the cowboy's lasso, essentially?
Nope. Not even close.
So it shoots straight instead of arching?
No, well, it does. Well, you can shoot it straight, but then it drops down. So it shoots more like straight than an arc. But no, what it does is it's not blockable. It's avoidable. It can be attached to a person, a projectile, or a or the floor, wall, or ceiling. All of that. And what it does is it basically pulls you towards them.
Interesting. I haven't played since the actual release, so I've got to see.
Well, right now I'm in the process of learning a modded character because Because my friend doesn't want me to play fucking ninja because he thinks it's so boring because there's no fucking reason to play against it. Even those, modded characters still can get beat by normal characters.
For non-mod characters, is it still just the 3 wizard, cowboy, ninja?
Robot, actually, they had a robot.
Oh shit, okay. Yeah, cool. There was only 3, there was only those other 3 when I played.
Yeah, robot was added. Yeah, he was, he has armor. You know what super armor is, right?
What do you mean?
So, in terms of games, super armor works as a uninterruptible fucking Cooper. Calm down. Oh, that's what you're getting so fucking hyped up about.
Well.
Sorry, guys. I'm a little late. I do apologize.
But what super armor does,
Second.
basically, it allows you to tank a move without being hit stunned. Do you know what hit stun is?
Yes.
Oh yeah, pretty much does that then.
Unbelievable.
All right, and it looks like Combo will be joining us shortly.
Combo.
Yep, Combo's
Nope,
going to be
sorry,
joining us just
Not
shortly.
Combo. Callus.
I was gonna say I haven't actually looked at the screen, so I was like, I'm pretty sure that motherfucker is here already.
Combo.
God, I hope Combo doesn't show up today. Am I right, guys?
Yeah, dude, what a fucktard that guy is.
All right.
I can't wait to play around with Combo's new token.
I know, I'm looking for that right now so I can add it in. But I don't see it.
DeMarcus, is it loaded in?
Why are you asking him?
Because he made it. Or we made it. I made it at his house with him.
What made what at my house?
Combo, where is he? Can you link him?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I wasn't here. I was just throwing some trash away and making myself a drink.
Oh, no worries, dude. Yeah, just link Combo so Storm can put him in.
Yes, absolutely.
What's the scaling fucking resolution thing they did again?
Where are? All right, so
Oh right, yeah, it's for lower end PCs, right?
1, 2.
Yep. Ooh.
Yeah.
I like these.
Tailfire just crashed for me.
Oh,
Oh, no, it did. There it is.
Okay. Combo, if you right click on your character and go to morphs, they are
Hold
all
on.
in there.
Good. That really did just crash on me.
oh, so you are able to take it from me and make it so he can do the morph himself?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's what we were worried
Yeah.
about.
Oh no, that's what I did with most of my friends. Yeah, if you make a token and have all intentions of your friend using it, yeah, DM just has to give permissions to it.
Now, do I have to be in that session, or is there a way to straight up give a token to somebody?
No, it'll be in. It's linked to the campaign, so you don't need to
Okay.
be in the campaign to achieve.
But I have to join in the campaign and then link it once at
Yes.
least. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Once I link it, even if I'm not here, you have access to my links?
No, if you leave, he loses all access to it.
Oh,
By
shit.
leave, I mean leave the campaign.
No, I mean
Yeah.
like if I'm not there, if I'm not playing.
Oh, you're
yeah,
fine.
no,
Oh,
yeah, you're fine.
Okay, that's really good to know then.
You just
Awesome.
need to be a part of the campaign.
Got it. Got it.
Okay. Resources just loading in here. What do I do? Morph? What do I do? Morph.
Yeah, so right click morphs and you
Oh,
should see it.
cool. All right. This is neat. All right. There you go.
Bada bing.
Boom. Combo. His new look.
Hell.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I thought you couldn't wear clothes.
Huh?
Oh, he can't wear
Can't
armor.
wear armor. Couldn't wear clothes? What's wrong with you? Did you imagine that you're just wandering around with a naked turtle?
Yeah,
I mean, that's
No.
what I was hoping for.
that's what.
No.
I mean, that's what the fucking Teenage Ninja Turtles are. They're
This isn't that,
mostly-
bruh.
You like
Mostly
Storm? You
fucking
like
naked.
the double great sword now that he's fucking throwing around?
I gotta do a lot of calculations for fucking gold.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
and if you notice, the wind fan and the opal are at my
on the
feet.
stage.
Did you notice?
Yes.
Did you notice that?
Oh no, I didn't. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then if you actually zoom in on my potions, you'll notice that it's my healing potion, the Thunder Giant potion, and the Hill Giant potion
Yes.
from back to front.
There's that.
Fucking sick.
Yeah, we
That's
tried.
fun,
We
yeah.
tried to literally add everything he had on his fucking character sheet. Like we tried to stuff it all onto the character, and it worked.
That's awesome. Love that. Okay. I see cows.
Should we just see the? Should we just see the next morph? Will we be in
I
battle
mean,
by the end of today?
you're in that mode
That's
right now.
true.
Oh, that's true. I'm in this mode.
Yeah.
Didn't have a mist cloak.
You couldn't
Yeah,
do
I
a
know.
cloak if you have a turtle
then-
shell on.
Question.
But
The
then-
the gem in that picture you sent, the one right above the music box, is that just a basic gem?
Yeah, that's just a culmination of multiple gems. So that's just their total gold piece value.
All right, I'll put in parentheses.
And now Combo might have to make another token with a dope ass helmet.
We'll see.
Are you
What
giving
kind?
up your? Are you giving up your captain hat?
What? Oh yeah, I forgot that I have a captain's hat.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know what? I imagine. Here's what I'm imagining. The captain's hat, it got blown off while we were on the dragon.
Crash landing.
We crash landed. It died. You know what? The captain's hat died with the ship.
The captain's hat went down with the ship.
Yep.
I have
there
a
you go.
question. Stormblast. I mean Stormblast. Goddamn. Everything but the magic items. Those are just mundane items, correct? I can just like copy and paste.
Yeah, everything else is mundane.
So essentially, it's just money. In other words, it's gold value.
Yeah, unless you want to keep it. I mean, those.
Oh sure. I
those-
mean, oh, we still.
those things are sweet. I mean, and they're certainly valuable, so they certainly flaunt your wealth.
I still have the
Right.
ornate saddle on horse, wherever horse is these days.
He's one of your morphs, ain't he?
Yeah, well, yeah, but didn't we leave the horses in carts with fucking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if he's one of your morphs, then technically.
Oh, he's always with
he's
me.
still
It's
with me.
actually my
Yeah,
familiar.
yeah. So it's
and
all good.
I don't-
Oh,
Because
that's interesting.
because I spent
that's the rule, that's the rule.
I spent a token on it, you have to let me have a familiar. That's how it works.
I'll
No,
let you earn that familiar.
I would
Let's
love
see.
to get a familiar, except I don't think a horse is a familiar, but I'll take it.
It's not, but it would be a funny familiar because you couldn't do anything with it other than just treat it
Other
as a
than
horse.
yeah, exactly. It would just be for flavor. I couldn't actually use it. Well, aren't there like stampede like mechanics if I try to like run over an enemy while on horseback or some shit?
20
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, there probably are. I do know that there's a sweet table in my 1890s Call of Cthulhu like player's guide that is like a whole table of like chase scene events, and like you roll on a table and it tells you like kind of what happens in the scene, and it
IVR
gained.
does too.
Oh, really? Yeah, it was super cool. I had never seen anything like it in a table before in a book.
I do have a question. The wooden ritual mass. Is it mass, meaning plural, or is it one?
Yeah, it's 4 masks.
Okay.
Combo puts one on and starts
Are they-
dancing over the yak's dead bodies in a mockery
You
of their.
put
Are
put
they
on the
1,000
mask and
each,
you see the
or
truth.
Combination of 1,000.
They're 250 gold pieces each. I gave you the total value for that. Yeah, and just while we're waiting, we'll go over kind of where you found these. So the music box and the obsidian dagger, which is a beautiful obsidian dagger for the blade, and then the hilt is gold, is all, and the helmet actually are all from the Chimera lair, along with a substantial amount of that gold and those magic items for the 1d4 plus 1. In fact, Kamba, if you wouldn't mind rolling a d4 we'll see how many magic items you get there.
Why me?
Because I picked you.
Oh god, that's so much. That's so much fucking shit.
Don't
Can I
fuck
add
up.
something to
Don't
this roll,
fuck
or
up.
is where
It's
it's
1d4
Hey,
plus 1. You'll
don't-
always have at least 2.
Don't fuck up.
Yeah, fuck you, dude.
Oh,
Go
hey!
fuck yourself.
Also,
Bam.
Nice,
Peanut butter
nice.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm just gonna say this.
I never
Odds
doubted
are
you
this
for a second,
motherfucker,
Combo.
Storm put a fucking hill giant or a giant potion of strength just to keep the meme live.
I didn't. You can go
What?
check the table for that last roll that we did. That was 100% rolled from you guys
Yeah.
getting those strength potions. It's not my fault he has an addiction.
It's
Yeah, what do you want me to
it's
do,
Not my
bro?
fault.
Feed the beast here. I'm considering just saying that hill giant potion, unless you're willing to do this for me there, Storm. Can I just have a potion of hill giant strength to like sip on as flavor every now and again? Because I'm sick of using one and being like, oh, I don't want to cork it, say something, and then he's gonna be like, no, you can't use it. You've been drinking it the whole time.
So
Anyways.
you subtract yours to never actually get to use it, and then just use it as flavor forever.
Yes.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you want to like sink the ability to actually use it, and instead just use it to stave off your addiction?
No, it's less about staving off the addiction. It's more of a,
Alright.
a fun.
Addiction?
That-
What do you mean?
Flavor
I never
thing.
use those words. I don't
The
have.
hate-
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
The Haze's armor, is that...
Don't worry about it.
I can quit whenever I want.
So it doesn't have a GP value that we know of yet?
I hope not.
Hey.
Hey.
So far.
Let's just see you now.
All right.
And
Well, we
this
can
so
get started.
far-
Callus, we've mostly been dicking around, and Flint's been filling out all of the party loot,
And
Oh,
Combo
yeah,
rolled a
except for the
sweet
magic
roll.
items. Except for the magic items.
obviously. And
Combo
then
rolled a
Combo, yeah, Combo rolled a d4 on the 1d4 plus 1 for magic items. So that's pretty dope. So let's go to another d4, and Flint, if you don't mind rolling the d4. Nice.
Jesus,
Alright.
we're doing good.
You got 5, I got 4.
That one's not plus 1, it's just 1d4.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh, that's the rules. But that's not
Bad.
too bad. Okay, so we're gonna spend a little bit of today's session just rolling for magic items.
Fuck yeah.
But before we do that, we'll say that you guys don't get all this stuff like right this second. Some of these enslaved folks are going to search for their equipment that was stolen from them, and in doing so, they find all of these other valuable goods and start dropping them before you, as you guys are maybe taking care of other things. Just so that we can kind of speed through that. I don't want you guys to have to go room to room and roll investigation checks. So, but we will roll for some freaking magic items, starting with the lovely table B. Comba, since you rolled so well, I'll have you go ahead and roll the first one. So D100, yes please. Okay, 45. You get a potion of growth. Oh shit, that's really cool
Jesus
actually.
Fucking Christ, dude.
God damn it.
Okay, can I just
God
say this?
damn it.
This man, before I think 2 sessions ago, asked me, "Hey Flint, do you have a potion of enlarge or reduce?" I told him no.
That's
so
why
what
I'm saying-
happens if I drink? What happens if I drink a potion of Thunder Giant Strength and then a potion of of Growth? And
Now you
and
can
can I do a
grapple the
wheel?
giant. Now you can grapple.
Now we can grapple a giant.
You
yeah.
could grapple a giant, and I will also say that you would increase the number of dice for your weapon.
Holy
So it
shit.
Right.
wouldn't be that you can, because this is what large creatures do. So like a great sword in the hands of a fire giant is 6d6. So I would say your great sword would become 6d6 plus the 2d6 for giant slaying.
Holy fuck.
but then I would
Holy
also be
fuck.
dual wielding.
No,
Why not? I don't understand why not.
because 8d6 per hit in a fighter's hands is fucking retarded. That's why.
Well,
It really
you know, I don't want to talk to you about physics, but okay.
Oh no, within all reason, no, you totally should.
That's fine. I understand entirely.
I will say this. Just
Here,
wanted
let's keep this going.
Yeah, sorry. Continue, please. Yeah.
No,
Don't
no, you're
interrupt.
right. You're right. Let's see. Callus, you may have been late, but we all love that massive heal you did. So why don't you go ahead and roll the next one?
Yeah, just a 1d4,
No. Sorry, we're actually rolling on the table, so a D100.
d100. All right, escape. Boom, 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 boom.
I just realized we actually, adding everything up, got 8 items for 4 people. That's fucking perfect.
That's pretty great. You get a potion of resistance. Go ahead and roll a D10, and I'll tell you what you get.
you that.
You get lightning. A potion of lightning resistance.
perfect.
Okay. Let's see here. Demarcus, why don't you go ahead and roll?
Yay. Bang, bang.
Combo, what's your strength right now?
79.
Right now,
Yeah.
like while I'm raging.
No, not while you're raging.
Oh, my strength is just base 17
Base 17. What's your modifier right now?
It's +3.
plus 3.
You get dust of sneezing and choking. Found in a small container, this
What?
powder resembles very fine sand. It appears to be dust of disappearance, and an identified spell reveals it to be such. When you use an action to throw a handful of the dust in the air, you and each creature that needs to breathe within 30 feet of you must succeed on a DC 15 saving throw or become unable to breathe while sneezing uncontrollably. A creature
DC
affected
15
this
what?
way is incapacitated and suffocating. As long as it is conscious, a creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending this effect on a success, or Lesser Restoration can get rid of it.
Do you say it's 15 feet?
It's 30 feet.
30, like a 15
30
foot
foot
radius?
sphere.
30 foot?
Yeah.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
shit!
30
Damn.
foot sphere must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
DC 15 con. Okay, I just wrote all of that down. That's how many uses of that? Does it say, or do I just have that? I like the sound of this.
Okay, Flint, if you want to roll.
Sorry, I was doing some stuff. Percentile. I was saying how much total combo can lift up. So with the addition of enhance ability and the enlarge potion now, he can carry. If he also drinks the Cloud Giant strength, he can carry around 1,620 pounds.
That's still only an eighth of a fire giant's mass.
I know.
Okay, you get the Filter of Love. The next time you see a creature within 10 minutes after drinking this filter, you become charmed by that creature for 1 hour. If the creature is of a species or gender you are normally attracted to, you regard it as your true love while you are charmed. This potion's rose-hued, evanescent liquid contains one easy-to-miss bubble shaped like a heart.
I'm gonna give that to Marcus in hopes that he gives me his item.
Hell no.
Alright, I think that brings us back to the
DeMarcus don't need love. He comes from money. He'll buy love when he gets home.
Wouldn't that basically be buying love, though?
Since this is an odd number, I will roll this one. Let's see here. A 47.
Another
Oh
potion.
my god, it's another potion of growth. Jesus Christ.
Really?
Yep, it's another potion of growth.
Combo
It's like-
pocket.
It's every time Combo wants something or he has an addiction, it's just like, we'll give it to him, game.
So
Why
there's
not?
Combo's
dice
2
gods
items
are
are
in his
2
favor.
goddamn growth potions. Are you kidding me?
It's to balance out his fucking giant strength potion.
The dice gods favor Kamba. Speaking of,
What do you have
Kamba, you're gonna roll on magic item table C for me. So D100, please.
I mean, you guys can take the other potion of growth. I took it as a joke, but like, I really don't care.
No, you're getting it. We're gonna shove it down your throat if you don't fucking drink it.
Uh,
Wow. Okay, so this is the Chime of Opening. This hollow metal tube measures 1 foot long and weighs 1 pound. You can strike it as an action, pointing it at an object within 120 feet of you that can be opened, such as a door, lid, or lock. The chime issues a clear note and one lock or latch on the object opens, unless the sound can't reach the object. If no locks or latches remain, the object itself opens. The chime can be used 10 times. After the 10th time, it cracks and becomes useless. So essentially, any lock for the next 10 encounters,
Box.
you can open.
Okie dokie.
That's pretty good, especially considering
Yeah.
you don't have a rogue anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Callus, if you want to roll, we're going to roll on table A for these last 2 magic items.
There we go.
17. Okay, and Flint, I want you to roll.
Alright.
Okay, so you got 2 potions of healing, just standard. But I'll cut you a deal. If you sacrifice 1,000 gold and those 2 potions of healing, you can have a bag of holding.
Can I sacrifice the love potion instead?
No.
Wait, 2 standard
I
things? and
I say
1,000
take
gold?
that deal out of the party loot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
I say take it.
Done.
Yep. Okay.
Done.
Cool. Speaking as a party, I think that's a great fucking idea. Who wants to hold the bag of holding?
Cal to hold it.
Callus? Sounds good to me.
No.
I'll second that.
No, you want me to hold it? You sure you don't want to put it on the on
No.
a far ranger? Not far range. I'm sorry. A non-close range fighter.
Actually,
That might be not a bad idea.
do you
Yeah,
want me? Hold
DeMarcus.
on. For the meme, do you guys want me to do it? Because I've been doing the fucking loot ever since the beginning.
Oh,
I mean,
will.
I was like, yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't
sure,
make
whatever.
Doesn't make a
Literally
difference
doesn't
to
matter.
me. Yeah, exactly.
Just don't go doing stupid shit now. That's your one responsibility,
Dude,
Flint.
I swear to God, if you put this bag of
You can't
holding
be like,
inside another
you-
bag of holding or some stupid shit like that, I'll be fucking vortex warping your
Ow.
ass to the moon. All right.
Now
I'll
you
just put
can't
it in
like
a
open a
haversack
door
sack.
to a fire elemental and blow everything up without giving us the bag first.
No,
You know what I mean?
What we need is a portable hole.
All right.
So,
What happens next?
I have just a really quick story. When I was playing my wizard in Dungeon of the Mad Mage, that happened from the dice. We rolled a 99 on table A for a bag of holding, and it contained 1 magic item that you also
No
have to roll on
way.
the table for, and we rolled a portable hole, and it detonated,
Yeah.
sucked one of our characters in, and then it spawns like ghosts or something like that we had to fight right after a battle that almost fucking killed us. It was fucking insane.
Does it like
God.
without question destroy everything within 15 feet of it or something too?
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's
Depends on
destroy
rules
it.
that you say, the DM.
Yeah.
No.
yeah,
Doesn't
it's
it just suck
pretty
it to the ethereal realm?
It's like
Something
I've
like
said,
that.
dude. For every rule that someone came up with in 3rd edition, there was another rule that counteracted it. Like all the things that you said were described as the definitive.
Well,
This is what happens.
exactly.
You know what I mean? Which is what makes like the miniaturized arrow with the miniaturized bag of holding and the miniaturized portable hole, and then you put it inside the tip of an arrow, and then you shoot it at the
yes.
big bad evil guy, and it collapses like a fucking reality around him, and he dies no matter
Yeah.
who he is or what it is. It's like okay,
Take
you
the
know,
head off of a fucking massive 1,000
Sure,
foot
it's a
beast.
stupid dumb thing.
My bad.
That I would
it's
never
the
allow.
astral plane it gets sucked into.
Yep.
Yeah. Not the ethereal.
Thank God for plane shift.
Yep.
All right. So, you guys stand amongst just battlefield at this point. I mean, you guys killed so many yak folk, and among them do lie some of these enslaved individuals. Before you stands this what looks at first glance to be an older man, wielding a spear that had kind of rallied all of these civilians. On closer inspection, you see his white hair isn't from age, but from something else. He has a slight purple tint to his skin, but his face looks relatively young, probably about DeMarcus's age. And you see, coming from the chief's hut is none other than the elven woman that had leapt into combat with you. And behind her, and I should actually switch these out to men, because I didn't realize they were male. Behind her, she is flanked by her two servants, two male moon elves. And she walks out to survey the battlefield as well. What do you guys do?
Thank you for the assistance in the fight. May I ask your names?
Yes, I am Hasufel. My friends call me Hayes, and you are all friends of mine now.
Wait, is his armor just sitting at our fucking feet?
Is his armor? No. We'll get to that. He greets all of you, and the elven woman, being approached by Kamba, she goes, "Thank you for your aid. I thought that was our end. I am Haleni. This is Jevin and Vanda, my helpers of sorts."
All right. Helsinki, Chippin, Vandaloo, good to meet you. Now, it's good that we came when we did. Where are y'all from?
I am from the Moonwood. It lies to the west of here.
How'd you end up in this here predicament? My name's Kamba, by the way, the Libertor. You've been liberatorted, if you will.
A clever play on words. Well, thank you for liberating us. We were just walking through our wood, enjoying the beauties of nature, and we went a little too far east in our little sojourn. We came upon what we had thought to be some folk in need of help. They were wounded. These what looked like messengers from the Lord's Alliance. And when we got close, they changed into these horrible beasts. And she gestures towards the yak folk. It wasn't until later that I realized they have the power to possess their victims, taking over their very bodies, and if they choose it, to remove themselves and leave a carcass behind. I witnessed this terrible ritual in the chief's hut, and she points to the hut that has a massive hole smashed through it from the earth elemental. And she says, they took over some shield dwarves from Citadel Adbar, and they were ordered to assassinate the king there. That was 2 days ago now.
Is that the place we came from?
Unfortunately, I
No,
believe it is.
you
Oh,
guys
no.
actually came from Citadel Felbar.
Okay.
Oh.
What did you
Okay.
say?
Very similar. Adbar.
Oh, Adbar. I'm sorry.
How
yeah.
could I have confused the two?
I know,
Another-
right?
Another. Oh well, yeah. Another one on the big main construction project they were doing. Big underground tunnel connecting Citadel Feldbar, Adbar, and I don't remember the other one there. I don't know if that Akbar, Admiral Akbar.
Yeah. That's,
This Admiral Akbar. I've never heard of him.
Fine general a few hundred years ago. Don't worry, you pretty face bad. Yeah.
When you say that, Jevin steps forward and he says, "You will speak kindly to Her Highness." And
I'm speaking kindly.
and Halani grabs his arm and kind of pulls him back. And she says, He did not mean anything by it, Jevin. He is our rescuer. He is allowed to revel in a good victory."
Your Highness? Are you of royalty?
yes, not something I would necessarily want to admit amongst strangers, but you have done a great deed, so yes, I am Princess Halani of the Moonwood, of a small kingdom of us moon elves and wood elves.
How many other like slaves or whatever freed people are there
So
back
in
over
your
here? Are these all of them over here listed, or are there like this is just a representation of them?
no, so as you guys are having this conversation, you see some halflings that seem to come from the fields, the stepped fields for farming, off to the west, and some are actually taken out of these. It looks like some of them were executed. You weren't able to save all of them, but others were actually thrown into their cages and they're being released by the other prisoners who find keys on the dead yak folk. So, all in all, there's about 25, 30 slaves here.
Um, Tamba, sorry.
Do you have a way to contact your people now that you don't have to worry about being seen about it?
I I do not have the means to contact my people. However, our scouts range quite far, and I imagine they are probably looking for us. We've only been gone for 5 days or so. If we could make it down to the woods, it's a few hours hike, but if we can make it down to the woods, there is a respite that we have used in the past. If you would not mind escorting me there, some of these yak folk seem to have gotten away, and we don't feel safe, but if you can come, we would give a gift to you. I will call upon the spirits of the wood to bestow their strengths upon you.
Tamba messages everybody telepathically
Okay.
with sending. Are we sure about the yak folk possessing people, and how are we sure she's not possessed by a yak folk?
Can I roll a history check to see if
Does
that's
anybody
true?
have dispel magic?
No, I don't have to spell magic now.
I thought you guys had something for dispel magic, but I might be wrong.
I have nothing like that.
If you give me some time to rest. Oh, as you're saying.
Callus, what's your passive insight?
It is 18.
18? Jesus fucking Christ.
Passive?
Okay,
Holy
with
fuck.
it-
Is that a no on the history check to see if that's actually true?
You guys already know that they can possess. That was something you guys rolled a history check on earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Callus, you get the impression that she's telling the truth. Now, if you want to focus in on that, I will allow an insight check.
I will do that then. I'm already distrustful when it comes to elvins of royal variety.
Yeah,
So
one
19.
more.
One
That's all
more,
I got.
okay. Yeah, yeah, you think that she's telling the truth. She certainly is presenting the air of elven nobility, but actually, somebody roll me a history check.
I'll do it.
Can I roll insight on all of the groups to see if any of them seem off or looking at us funny or anything like that?
Sure.
I imagine that dude
Can we
would be
roll that?
that talked shit to me there.
God damn it.
Alright, let's see what my sorcery point allowed me. 18. History
18?
check.
Okay. So you know of the Moon Elves. They are typically a light-hearted, easygoing folk that are actually kind of scorned by High Elves due to their, not so much their affinity to the woods like the Wood Elves, but they're a very laid-back elven people. They're very easy to get along with traditionally, and many of them do become adventurers, so they're not a rarity by any means, but they tend to be nicer folk. With your guys' insight checks, nothing seems amiss other than these slaves are clearly exhausted and wounded. And as you guys are kind of giving these puzzling looks, the princess Halani, she says, "Oh, yes, I suppose that does cause for a bit of mistrust. I know it is just my word, but I will say that that ritual takes some hours to complete, so I don't think any of the Yak folk from the battle would have had the foresight to do so, unless they had been hiding amongst them for quite a while. We are willing.
Yeah,
and
but
she
you've been
points
here for
to-
days.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And she points to her people and she says, "We are willing to undergo any trial, I suppose, as one way to say it, that you would wish to prove our legitimacy."
Look, yeah, my biggest concern ain't for you. My biggest concern is what to do with these here people. Now, how about you there, Spearman? Where you from? What you doing here? You look like an able-bodied fighter. If I were to ask you to do me a favor and do something for me, would you do it?
Well, I certainly owe you a favor, don't I? Where I'm from is a long story. I made my way here, under contract, we'll say, of a affluent and powerful man. In fact, to investigate these very Yak folk. They have been weaponized against the people of this world, and my goal was to stop them. I believe I bit off a little more than I could chew, though. They are formidable warriors themselves.
Well, I'll tell you, you can check that one off the list now. Kind of gestures towards the dead ones. Here's a favor I need from you. These people here ain't got nowhere to go. Maybe they do. They can follow us while we lead these moon elves down, but I need someone to lead them to a place. Little town. I think southwest of here? Name of Tribor. Small community. Good people. These people ain't got nowhere to go. I want you to lead them there.
Tribal, that is quite the distance.
It's quite the hamlet.
I'm not opposed to leading these people, but I feel my skills would be better suited maybe by your side, depending on your purposes here. And the princess speaks up and she says, actually, they are more than welcome to join our wood, or at the very least take a respite there while they return to their areas. And there's a dwarf that's been kind of hanging around the perimeter who speaks up and he goes, "I will not go to either of these places. I must return to the citadel. If what she says is true, my king is at risk."
All right, well, I guess we can do that.
Oh shit! So we don't see our crew anywhere among all the people who were captured here, huh?
No, you don't.
I just
Yeah,
thought about
the crew from the airship, yeah, they're not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're either dead or they're at the bottom of the mountain because we
Well,
landed on the top resting for like 8 hours and
we
then
heard them over the fucking thing, like, oh god, they found us, blah blah blah, and like we like heard them get captured over the earpiece.
oh, that's right. All right, well, they're probably dead.
Yeah, maybe.
No, we should still be cautious. If they're not dead, then they are maybe being interrogated by those who now know of our presence. Either way, we should be cautious.
Yeah, that's a
Approaching
good
from
point.
any direction.
Well,
I do wish to ask. Oh, as you're saying.
I was gonna say that's all the more reason that we need to get our mission here done as soon as possible.
Indeed.
True, but we don't really have. I mean, that fight took a lot of out of us, I imagine.
Well, yes, we should rest here. Oh,
Rest here in the
to
encampment?
all of you, we know that they have been supplying the giants with food and supplies and that. Do any of you know if it's a regular schedule that we should be, in order to keep the fire giants from becoming suspicious? Is there a delivery maybe that should be sent down tonight to keep them from thinking something is up on the surface?
Well, I've only been here for a few days, but it seems that that elevator goes down and up once a day. And Hasufel speaks up, and he says, "Yes, she is right. About once a day. I was kept nearby. They would load it with quite a bit of food supplies and send it down.
And has today's been sent down already?
It has, actually, yes."
Then I say we rest here, get our strength back, take care of the fire giants in the morning, and then once we resurface, we would be more than happy to escort all of you to where you need to go.
Yes, no, that would be very fine by me, although I would say I think I'd rather press on sooner than later. Time is of the essence, and the day is somewhat
How
young.
far away is your village again?
My village is many days, but the woods and the alcove that we've taken respite at, that lies at the foot of the mountain. We could easily be there by nightfall, and you could carry on with your goals, although those are a bit unclear to me. You can carry on with your goals in the morrow.
As long as we could be back here before the next shipment would be expected by the giants to not arouse any suspicion, then I don't see why not.
I think there should be plenty of time for that. And Hayes speaks up. What is it you are all doing here? As much as I am grateful for the assistance, there is not much reason to be in these parts.
Can I roll insight on this dude?
Sure.
We're gonna be honest. Alright, can I just want to say something to him.
Okay.
It's, not to seem distrustful, but with the information that we were told that the Yakin can possess bodies, and we did see you fight, but even so, just to be on the safe side, I think it'd be wise if we kept that information to ourselves, at least until we got out of here.
Well, I can certainly appreciate the caution. But let me tell you this, my friend. This world is full of dangers, and there are few who are strong enough to fight it. You four are some of those few. And I think that you might need my help. And if you
But
don't
we
trust
already have your armor. I'm just kidding.
And if you don't trust me, can a yak folk do this? And you watch as a bright light emanates from him, and he morphs into this angelic creature, and he starts flying.
Away or just in general?
No, he just kind of beats his wings, and he starts floating above you all.
That is.
I don't know. Can a combat does a check to see if yak people can do that?
I cast levitate on one of the bodies of the yak folk.
Can they do that?
No, but you know who can.
Who that is?
ASMR, people of the ASMR race.
Is it ASMR? I've always called it ASMR.
I've always said Asamir.
Okay, well, Kamba looks unimpressed at him. You know this guy can fly right here, right?
Technically, most of our party can't fly.
Right.
Your
I mean, we
mages
fly around all the time. That's our motto.
But
Yes,
still,
our
quite
wizards fly.
impressive.
A strong motto, and he places what is now a glaive, butt first into the snow around him. And you see the princess is quite shocked at this, but you can see her smiling, and she says, "Wow, I have not seen your kind in a very long time. What are you doing down here?" And Hayes says, "That is a long story, princess, and hopefully one day we'll have the time and the peace to share it." And who rolled that insight check, DeMarcus?
Me.
You think he's on the level?
Cool. Cool.
After about 60 exact seconds, his wings fold in, and he goes back to his normal look.
I don't want to seem distrustful. No, we do intend to tell you. It's just here is not a good place. That's the reason why I said a little bit later. Well, I said later.
Well, we have an escort, so we can certainly get out of this place. And Callus, you wanted to say something?
Oh, I believe the only thing I wanted to do was to treat the wounds of most of the, the most severe slaving individuals, as well as
Okay.
speak to the dwarf.
Okay.
Just for a moment.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and mark off whatever spells to heal. Everybody has some wounds. Mostly it's exhaustion.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I would say with that, I will simply cast whatever remedy I can apply. Mostly just cold compresses with using snow or whatnot, or possibly even herbs and or batches of herbs.
Fuck, I'll help him out and burn a few first level spell slot healing words.
Out of
Okay.
curiosity, how long does the lion thing last?
I think an hour? I'd have
An
to
hour?
reread it. You should have the... Which one is it?
Yeah. I just want to say to the dwarf, once we get out of here, I might have a way for you to travel faster. For a limited time, at least.
Okay.
Beyond
that
that,
would-
I'll just, as you're saying.
Oh, just that it would only... If it does last an hour, it'd only give him an hour's extra travel, which is 2 hours of walking.
Oh. I don't know
Yeah.
how far the Citadel is far.
The Citadel is very far. So to give you an idea, Citadel Adbar from you guys would probably be 5-6 day march.
And also, you do know the lion doesn't come back for 7 days, and we are about to go into a dungeon crawl.
Yeah, but the lions don't really have that much health. They're just fucking lions.
Well,
All numbers can help.
You do what you want to do with your line there, Flint.
I got my lion at the standby.
Nonetheless, in terms of spells, I'll just be casting the rest of my cure wounds. One at first level, and the other three.
Oh,
will be at
that's
second level.
fine. We don't need to worry
Okay.
about that too much. Just go ahead and mark off what you feel would be appropriate.
Cool. And that's all we'll be doing, as well as to the dwarf. I know that Flint has offered, of course, a means to possibly help him travel, but I will say in Dwarvish to the individual, I understand that you have your duties and your commitments, but this is a trying time for a lot of the people here. If you are willing to have patience, son of the earth, then in time, once we have dealt with the giants here and their machinations, we may aid you and your kingdom. But if you go by yourself, I remind you, you are but one dwarf. Very brave, but one dwarf.
He looks up at you, kind of shocked that this half-elf is speaking Dwarven to him. And he says, I am not alone. There are several other shield dwarves here who will go with me. I do not think that there is much we can do, other than warn the king, and hope that the king's guards can protect him. And that is of the essence.
Give me a day, some time to rest, a name, a description of a face, and I may be capable of casting Sending to warn your king, as well as possibly with some bits and pieces of information only your king or one very close to you may know, as to confirm who I am as I'm casting Sending.
Well, I do not know much of these magics, but I will be honest, I have never actually met my king. We do not know each other. I have seen him from afar, but I suppose
You got
it
any
is
friends in the city guard or anything?
in the The city guard, yes, but who's been infiltrated? It is hard to say. With my friends here, and he kind of points to the other shield dwarves that are now like gathering their arms and armor that they had. They look really rough. They're at like exhaustion level 3. Really, everybody is actually. Um, but they're gearing up and they're getting ready to head back. And he says, "We can scout. I know that my friends and I, we've never been separated, so I can trust them at least. We can go, we can try to get to the king and warn him. And if all else fails, we can just try and protect him. Find those that we can rely on. But at this point, I do not know who can be trusted." And he switches over to common. And he says, "Princess, do you know how many of these dwarves were possessed, as you say?" And she nods like this very sad, solemn nod. She says, "Yes, there were 6 of them." Well, there are at least 6 of these, and we do not know if they have swapped bodies. It is hard to say. But I must go. And I must go now. And he departs.
Is he heading in our direction?
He's linking up with the dwarves over there to the side, and then they look like they're about to head out the way that you guys came
in the same direction that we would go towards the woods?
in. No, actually, it'd be the opposite direction. And as he's passing, he says, "Farewell, my friends, and if ever you find yourselves near, we could use your help at the Citadel. But hopefully, when you arrive, it will be a joyous occasion, and we can welcome you with open arms."
I will simply ask for the dwarf's name.
I am Halef.
Adapt and overcome, Halef.
Yes. We will. Simplify.
Beyond that, I'm ready to go to this respite and rest up. What about you guys?
Same.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay. So it's at about this time that one of the elven servants, not Jevin, because Jevin's a son of a bitch, but Vandar comes back with some of the princess's belongings. You know, they've already gotten their clothes back, but now they're getting some of their actual personal possessions. And he sets down this bundle in front of Hayes, and he says, I believe that these are yours." And he throws back the flaps, and you actually see the armor that he presented when he sprouted his wings. And he smiles and he says, "Well, now that is a sight for sore eyes." And he starts to don his armor.
A good fit.
Thank you. I'm sorry, we've only found Comba's name. Oh, the rest of you. My apologies.
Flint. Flint Fireborn.
Flint Fireball. An honor to meet you.
To Marcus B.
Likewise.
Windstorm the Third of the Windstorm Dynasty.
Well, that is quite the name. An honor to meet you, Lord Windstorm.
Likewise.
And you, my bearded friend, what is your name?
I am Calabaster Severe, Acolyte of Talons.
Ah. Not too often you find acolytes of your goddess here. I am
Faith
pleased
is
to
hard
meet
to
you.
find.
Yes.
Likewise.
Faith is hard to find. And your passive perception is strong enough to know he has some of his own faith issues.
I'll take note of this.
Your
That it
Highness,
was-
we have met our saviors. Unfortunately, they agree that being here is not the place to be. Shall we go?
We shall.
Where are we gonna take a rest first, or did we
I think
leave
we're gonna
that?
do that at the.
Cave.
Okay. Gotcha. Sorry.
I'll say that like overall, all of this taking place would equivalent to a short rest. So you guys can all mark a short rest if you guys get anything back from that.
I mean,
I don't.
no,
At least I don't think I do.
Amba would.
my
Let's see
health
if
will be
I
full
do.
again, so I'll take it.
Ooh,
At
ooh,
level 8,
that's-
you get your channels back on a short rest now.
Wait.
Let me see here. Harness divine
It's the
power.
plus
No, it's
2.
different.
Nice. I restored 7 hit points.
Nice.
Yeah.
Looks
Oh
like I
wait. So
do.
which do I? So do I add? Do I roll 2? Oh no, wait. So that depends on. Ah, I see how it
You
works.
can use
Okay.
as many
Cool.
as you
Cool. Cool.
want, but once you run out,
No,
you
but it's split between. I should have taken my one as a barbarian, which is a 1d12, as opposed to my
yes.
fighter, which is a 1d10. Didn't think about it, but I understand how it works now, so we're all good.
Oh, this doesn't translate to. Oops. Okay, copy that. Oops.
Huh.
Nice. Almost at full.
Interesting. Did I press short rest?
There we
And
go.
don't forget to add your con modifier for each hit die that you roll.
If you have it,
Plus
I
6.
think the app adds it for you if you press auto apply, hit die rolled, and all that.
And then, did one of you have the parapet of health?
No, I don't think we had that ever.
What is that?
Oh, it just
Really?
lets you roll your hit dice twice.
No,
or something
wait.
like that.
Yeah, no, we did have that. I was thinking of the amulet of fucking health, where the one that makes you it's the one where bases your constitution up to 19. That's what I was thinking of. I don't know. I don't think I have it.
Okay.
It doesn't
Well, maybe
require
I'm thinking of another campaign.
No, we have one. I just don't think
Yeah,
I
dude.
have.
Must be that other campaign you run.
Mhm.
Must be that
Are you
side
cheating
piece
on
you
us
got.
with another campaign?
Yes, Storm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I
it's
thought we
Star
were the
Wars,
only
so it's
ones.
fine.
I
Yeah.
wanted
What the
to-
fuck, dude?
I wanted to ask if anyone was willing to give up that stone of good luck.
Oh, I have that.
You have that. Ah.
Yeah. Would you like it?
I think so.
All right. Let me. It is a +1 to ability checks and saving throws. That's all you, bro. Kamba graciously takes it off and hands it right
Oh.
over to you.
Storm, did you answer the dust of sneezing
Nice.
there? How many uses did that have?
Oh, just one. It's enough dust for one use.
Ah, okay.
All right. I'm fully attuned up. I cannot take any more attuning items. Well, after this hour, I should say.
Okay. Cool.
Pretty sure I have
Alright.
no attuned items.
Well, you all set off, and a few people do go with the dwarves, including a few rock gnomes. But the rest, they go with you. So it's about a party of 20 some odd slaves journeying with all of you. And as you guys are journeying, they begin to tell you kind of the workings and what they know of the area. They talk about how occasionally these yak folk would take some of the prisoners that were still strong and hardy and actually take them to the mines where they'd be met by a fire giant who would then take all of them that are bound and take them down into the mountain. They talk about the harvesting of food and the fact that the yak folk, for the most part, just stayed in their huts and then just occasionally came out to make sure that the slaves were doing their jobs. And if they weren't, they were very savagely beaten and sometimes just executed on the spot by these savages. But they would have boars that they would send down as meat yaks as well, kind of their kinfolk, who they would use for like dairy products and pelts and stuff. Um, and then they would harvest wheat along this channel in the mountain that got sunlight pretty well, and they could keep warm with these uh, braziers and actually grow the wheat that would be milled over at the water-powered mill, where they could break down the wheat into flour and also send off.
Are there any means for us to disguise ourselves as these yak folk, if only temporarily?
We could do their method, and I'm saying this out of character, by the way, and skin them alive.
We could
Polyjuice potion.
we could pretend to be yak folk who have taken over our bodies.
Oh.
That is something else we could do.
And what is your goal in this, to pretend that you're yak folk?
Oh, I have no idea. I was just spitballing because Flint said something.
Oh, I didn't say that in game.
Oh, okay.
I even prefaced it before I said skin them. But I'm
I was
saying this out of
typing. I was
character.
only half listening. All I knew is that you said something about disguising yourselves as yak folk. So
Our goal, as it stands, would be to go inside and strike down a fire giant, a leader of their ilk, who has been causing trouble within the region beyond here.
Their king, to be precise.
I did not know that the fire giants had nominated a king. An unfortunate series of events, these giant incursions. Well,
Indeed.
that is something I can help with. It actually ties in quite well to some of my work. I believe, and I believe rightfully so, especially now, in light of all of this, that these yak folk were in service to these fire giants, more so than just a tenuous alliance like we had believed before, but were actively becoming agents to send out into the world using their foul possession magics.
That's quite concerning.
Yes, organizing a folk like this is not an easy thing to do. During my studies, it seemed that they were a fractured people, and very few. That is what has protected the realm against them. Ability to possess and still maintain such a focus on their mission is a very dangerous thing to have in this world, especially under the service of those who have the strength to rend the very earth.
If you don't mind me asking, we know that the... What was her name again?
Who are we talking about?
Princess girl.
Oh, Halani?
Halani. We know that Halani's been here for at least 5 days. What about yourself? Have you been here about the same or longer?
A little bit longer. 9 days. Most people don't last that long. A week, and they are either strong enough to be sent down to the mines, or they have perished.
wait, are you saying there are more down that will be that we should be freeing if we end up going down there?
I do not know their end, but the fact that they wanted able-bodied slaves tells me they were needed, so I believe there would be survivors down there that would be in need of rescuing.
Marcus, you have to...
Huh?
As you're saying.
DeMarcus, I do think that we should try and do something, but you have to remember our mission has to take some priority.
Oh, the mission is definitely priority. But we'll see. These things have a way of working themselves out, I feel, whenever we get involved.
I mean, if we get a chance, definitely. But you have to remember our way out is very limited.
Oh, yes.
But why people? Why the little folk? I know they have disdain
The
for
small
us, but
folk? Huh?
The small folk indeed. Why do they need so many able bodies? A giant is far more a match for construction than any able-bodied man or tortoise or elf.
Kamba sends a message to the party through the fingers there, and he says, "What?"
He says what?
He says, he says, I didn't hear what you said. He says, they need bodies probably to mine down for more of them adamantine things for the construct that they were building.
Perhaps they found one that's lower down here. Maybe they
As you
haven't
guys
gotten to
are-
it yet.
As you guys are having this conversation in your mind, you see Hayes look off and up, and he thinks, well, some things are looked at as beneath them. My understanding of the fire giants is that they're craftsmen, not manual laborers.
So have the
Fair enough.
slaves gather the materials for them so they can do their crafting.
Yes.
That does bring up another point of contention, comrades. If there are far more slaves down there, and should we not be able to decease this Duke Zolto and his operation, when it comes to destroying our objective, how do we go about doing so? And can we do so with innocent lives down there?
Well, if we are unable to kill this Zalto, I don't think any of us will be alive to have to worry about the repercussions of our failure.
How exactly were we planning on blowing this place up anyways?
We're not planning on blowing it up. What? Have you not been listening to the last debriefings in the group meetings?
I mean,
but we all have to consider that not all of our plans have ever gone our way 100% of the time.
That's why we keep.
Yes. Well,
remember that time that we libertorted those things from that mage in that town? That went pretty smoothly.
Yes,
Indeed.
I would say, unfortunately, us needing the horn to continue in our overall mission, burying these giants alive isn't an option. Otherwise, I would say we should just bring the building down on top of them without ever going down there in the first place.
I think you also forget that there might be a large amount of lava down there, or I guess in this case.
And
magma.
also, now we know innocent lives as well.
So be it. We will adapt and overcome. I think the only thing we can do is mostly just figure out how to get down in the elevator, get as far as possible, and hopefully after we rest, I might have a spell that may allow us to keep track of where Zolto is. But it might prove difficult beneath the lava and all that rock and dirt. Though we shall see.
Calabasa, are you able to message? What the fuck is her name? It's the dragon lady.
Oh, Dally?
Dally.
Not at the moment.
We should make sure she's alright.
Indeed.
I would also be interested in knowing if she was able to escape. Is that dragon on its way back here? Did it have anything to do with these fire giants, or did it just happen to be in the area as we arrived?
They are territorial bastards, but I wouldn't put it behind it to simply be waiting to pick off giants, given their relationship.
Yes, I would agree. Which means whether Dahlia is safe or not, it could be on its way back here at any moment.
We'll have to adapt for when it happens, I suppose. No
Or
particular
adapt.
means of dragon slaying.
We can always send Kamba onto its back again, like we did with those other dragons.
That is true.
I still don't think that was a good idea.
I think it worked out beautifully.
each their own.
Nonetheless, comrades, let us wait until the morn, gather ourselves, our spirits, ensure that these free people are, well, gathered up and possibly ready to take care of themselves as they travel. And we'll come back to this elevator. Though I don't believe we figured out how exactly we're going to go down it if a giant comes up and examines the
Well,
materials.
from what we've been made to understand is
Mm.
the giants don't come up often. The food goes down and an empty elevator comes back up. If the reserves have already been sent down today, then I'd say the giants should be expecting the next time the elevator goes down be tomorrow. So, if that next elevator happens to be carrying us, I would imagine any chance of stealth may go out the window, as whoever's normally there to receive the supplies will be most likely there waiting for us. Now,
Mm.
we could send down a food shipment, perhaps poisoned, and wait it out and see how that goes.
Ooh, it's quite devious, Master Demarcus. Would we have enough poison?
Well, we do know that they had poison, seeing as they did try to poison Flint here.
I think they tried to poison all of us. Thank you.
Well, yes, but you first. So that means that they have at least those apples in the main hut we know are poisoned. Who knows
True,
if they might have...
but-
Oh, actually, we already searched this place, right? Storm, is there poison?
There is a lot, actually.
A lot.
Everything that they consume is poisoned. They're
Wait.
immune to it.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yes. So the flowers that you guys see about are a flower that can be ground into a paste and with some other active ingredients can really increase the potency of the poison. Now, it is just a poison that would make you a little ill and unconscious.
Well, we have the night to plan, I suppose, as we get our rest.
Indeed. I do like the idea, though. I suppose we rest up for the night.
Yes, I could
Okay.
definitely use one.
All right, yeah. I mean, it's a pretty tough hike. But it gets easier as you start to get below the kind of freezing elevation and down into the more wooded area where the wind becomes blocked. And as the sun is starting to set, you find yourselves at this clearing that opens up near a waterfall that has icy water running down it. And it seems like it's imbued with some form of magic, because despite there being snow not far from you, there is none in this entire area and this little pond that opens up around it. And as you guys are settling in for the evening and getting ready to sleep, you guys hear the crunching of twigs and leaves as 6 moon elf scouts kind of surround the overall party where everybody is gathered, and they're off to the side where the princess is, and you guys can see them. And it's a joyous meeting as you guys are preparing for bed. So it seems like there are people that she recognizes, and
Ooh, fancy.
she beckons you all over here
Cool. I don't know where here is.
to say
Ah.
hello to her friends. Counts.
By the way, I did add tokens for Moon Elves.
Huh?
I did add tokens for Moon Elves.
Oh, cool. So I assume this is one of them.
That was her. Yeah.
Cool. You even got the skin color right. Nice. She says, "Come, my friends. These are some of my father's scouts. I assume they've been looking for me for a while now." And you see, they all kind of bow, take a knee before her. And she says, "We can rest easy tonight. My fellows will keep the watch. And the morrow, we can part our ways."
Hmm. Insight check.
Okay, go ahead and roll an insight check.
Watching the individual guards as they kind of bow, or scouts, I should say.
Nice.
24.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Yeah, they have a strong reverence towards this woman. And they seem non-hostile towards you. They take up position nearby, um, and they kind of, as they're getting into position, they're walking by and they're coming down to one knee and like offering some food stuff to some of the injured and clasping their shoulders, and it all seems genuine. They're happy to see their princess is safe and that these people have been freed from whatever hardship they've faced.
What was the name of this wood?
You're heading towards the Moonwood. This wood in particular is called the Cold Wood.
Okay.
Is that? I have a question since we're here, and this seems like a good opportunity. What's her name again?
Halani.
Kalani. I have a question.
Yes, speak it, friend.
Your the wood inside this forest, is it of a good quality and maybe even have some magical properties? Not necessarily that, but if it does, just curious.
This is some of the finest wood in all of the realm. It is what we fashion our bows and our staves out of.
Combo looks around and he looks right at the elf and he says in Elvish, "I wouldn't want to ask to put blade to this. Do you sing, ma'am?"
I do. And she smiles at you knowingly.
Liska, you are shedding like a bitch.
What do you wish for its form? I can get not the most practiced, but I can sing out the general shape, and then you could refine it.
A wand of about in foot length.
Oh, that I can certainly do. And for you, Master Comba.
There it is.
Oh, I don't know. Does anybody else just some general wood that I could form into things?
Okay, I can do that. Give me a moment.
Okay,
And she,
sorry, completely out of character. What is this singing? Because clearly this is some lore shit that I do not know as a person.
Druids and elves don't cut wood. They wouldn't put axes to wood, so they would sing to the trees, and the trees would just form the wood for them and break it off of itself.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. All right. So, okay, got it. Cool. I figured it
Yeah,
was something like that, but I wasn't sure.
yeah,
Right.
and druids like canonically don't wear metal, especially metal armor, even though they're
That's that.
proficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they primarily try and find ironwood, since
Yep.
ironwood is a substitute for them essentially.
So they
Yes,
can
they're
make
very
armor out
strong.
of it, and it's all
Hmm.
natural. Got it.
Yep. Yep.
Cool.
So she speaks to Jevin and Vandar, who, uh, even though exhausted, go off into the woods and start singing songs. And you can see that they're finding pieces of wood that are still in good condition. And then she sits before a tree and she begins singing a beautiful melody. And Demarcus, you're certainly taken with it because despite her previous claim that she isn't too much of a singer, she has definitely been gifted by her elven heritage with a beautiful voice, and these almost tentacle-like branches begin to swirl towards her, and one comes up as this. It just looks like a twig, but when it breaks itself off and it falls into her hand, you watch as her hand kind of drops low with it as this like very dense, roughly shaped wand falls into her hand, and she sets it beside her and she continues singing, and this goes on for probably about an hour until they have, I would say, the equivalent of like two 2x4s that she has sung, and then more rough-hewn fallen branches that have fallen naturally. There's about, I would say, another 2x4 worth, and they
Combo
come in
puts it
all
all in the
sorts
bag
of
of holding
shapes and sizes.
for
Yeah,
Oh,
rainy
that's
day.
right. We have a bag of holding. Holy shit! I was like, how
Yeah,
are we gonna
for
carry
rainy day.
this?
yeah.
Nope.
So
I would like
so
to get
combo,
a
quite a bit of fine cold wood, and it is cold to the touch. It almost emanates this frost, but it's like this burning frost feeling.
Like icy hot.
Yep.
Like putting icy hot on your balls.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Combo, do you think you could
It's very
perhaps
specific.
craft me a new staff out of this wood?
Oh, I can do a lot of things. Why don't you lend me a little bit of that ink you got there for your calligraphy?
Absolutely.
And Combo goes over and he hold out your hand there, Flint. Whatever your wand hand is.
But I don't use a wand.
What are you having me make this for?
My brother, remember?
No, I don't remember. Is his hand roughly the same size as your hand?
No, he's 7.
Oh dear God! All
Well,
right.
he'll grow into it.
That's why I figured ask for a wand that is at least decently in the
All
shape
right.
of a wand.
All right.
So 27 inches, you say?
Yeah, Combo sets to work on a nice wand. What do you want it to look like? Like a spiral? What do you want it to look like? You just
No.
describe to us what it looks like.
Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check, and if you're not proficient, go ahead and add your proficiency bonus to it.
Sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to. Fuck, I can't.
I mean, yeah, he is proficient in woodworking, so.
Yeah.
I was gonna give
Yeah.
him advantage, but then I realized. Oh, fuck,
So
there
this
goes my
is
spell.
this is an additional +3 then.
Okay.
Zoom out so I roll it somewhere weird. Bottom of the sea.
Plus an additional 3.
Yeah, and I don't think I have anything I can add to that, do I?
We all got inspiration last game.
Did we?
Yeah,
Please use it on this one.
please.
I was gonna say
You won't-
no.
you won't
I'm
need it
definitely
for that.
not using my thing when we're about to march into a fucking.
That's fair.
So
I
was
mean-
that an 11?
Yeah.
An 11's pretty good. I mean, it's nothing fancy, and I would say you realize that you're tired, and you're starting to not give your best effort, and so you call it quits before it's irreparable. But it's not off to a great start. But you think you might be able to salvage it.
Now, what about my staff?
I'll make
Let
you
the
snap
man
in the morning
speak.
while we're eating breakfast.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of which, what do you guys want to eat?
They're gonna
We
feed us.
lost
We ain't gonna use
our
our
the
meager
food.
ration.
It hasn't hit Demarcus until just now that losing the ship, like that wasn't a big deal to him. But the food, he has a breakdown.
Hey, at least you have the cook here. At
the
least you have
food.
the cook here.
No.
Okay.
I'll
You
pick first.
guys.
I'll pick first watch if you guys want.
No need, no watch
they're-
needed.
they're
There are
watching.
Yeah, we
6
have watch.
elven-
And they're feeding us. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to talk with the princess lady before we leave. That's all.
Okay, well let's do that before we do the long rest and start the next day.
All right. I'm just gonna speed run this shit. Pretty much just telling her about what the fire giant's going on and telling her prepare for the possible worst.
Okay.
By fire giant, I didn't mean fire giant. I mean what's going on with the giants entirely.
Okay. Yeah, in the conversation, she, she's connecting some dots about rumors and things even her elven scouts have seen that kind of make it kind of all click into place. And do you tell her, like, everything? Like, the fact that King Hecaton has gone missing, and so all these giants are now...
Everything minus the weapon.
minus the Vodendod?
Minus the weapon.
So
Okay,
mine is
yeah.
all the pieces.
Okay.
And I'll just
So-
say they're gathering material for something we don't know yet.
Okay. Sounds good. So she She takes it all in very, very seriously, and she says, I will ask with more earnest if there is not more that the spirits of these woods can do for you. And she takes her to um, servants with her, and they begin praying next to this tree, and they do so for the entirety of the night.
Okay.
You guys all wake the next morning feeling refreshed, feeling warm, despite the cold weather very nearby. And the sun rises, and you see that the princess is kind of weathered. She didn't sleep much, even though she was trancing. It was a very light trance, if you will. Um, but you guys all wake up with this feeling deep inside your chest of potential.
A level up? No, I'm just kidding.
And what this means mechanically is that you can choose which you would like. You can either choose the Charm of Giant Slaying, which would add 2d6 of damage to your melee attacks, minus combo before you get too excited. That does not apply to your greatsword because it already has Giant Slaying.
I swear, I almost heard his dick hit the fucking desk.
I don't sit at
uh,
a desk.
yeah, he sits in a recliner, dude. He's the most comfy out of all of us.
I sit in a
Um,
recliner,
Yeah, pretty comfy.
soaking my feet, watching my 75-inch TV. That's Tailfire on it.
or you get the benefits of a potion of heroism for 1 hour. Heroism gives you 10 temporary HP, and you essentially have the effect of bless on you without any concentration necessary. And they each last for, um, let's see, actually, potion of heroism. We'll say it lasts for 2 hours, and so does giant slaying.
I was gonna say because
And-
it took us half a day just to get down here.
No, it's so. Oh, let me clarify. You have to activate it. It's a free action. But essentially, you're going to consume this gift that has been given to you. It's a one-time use, but you can consume it and as a free action, and it will boost you on your choice. So those are the two choices. But I will ask for those choices now.
Okay,
start-
all right, out of character, then I'm gonna ask for your guys' advice.
If you're gonna be taking all the other potions and going giant and wielding the giant slaying great sword and all of that, I think it
But
might.
if I took the damage one, that means the giant slaying one. Then that means I could use my shield and my armor class would.
Yeah, then in that case it would be pointless to do the. So the thing is, if you do the growth one and then you're also using a great, because what? All right, if he uses the growth potion and uses his normal sword, what does he roll for damage for that?
Growth potion and the normal sword, I believe that just adds a d4
And
to your
then
melee.
if you do the great sword and the growth potion, you said it's like an extra d6 or 2.
No, so what it would be is he also needs to use a potion of strength.
Okay.
Yeah. So in combination, it would increase his damage die by 2 for the weapon.
Well, maybe it would be worth it to use the
Or more
giant.
accurately, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. It would increase the baseline damage one more than what it is. So like a great sword is 2d6, so it would be 4d6. A
Oh.
long sword is 1d8, so it would be 2d8.
Jesus Christ. So maybe it would be worth it to take the giant slaying one and be able to use all of that as we clear the normal hallways as we get to Zalto. Because we're not. I feel this is going to be more than one battle. I believe dungeon crawl was the exact words.
You metagaming whore. Just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just not sure. Yeah,
I'm taking
Sure.
the giant slaying.
I'm thinking giant slaying.
Because here's the thing: the temporary
What do you
hit
think
points
about
are nice, plus the immunity to fear. But I mean, more damage.
We have Callus, who's the craziest fucking healer ever, and already always seems to give us like we can roll an extra D4 and D6 and D8 and D12 on top of every roll we do.
He's a D Andy.
Yeah.
D Andy. He's a
Yeah,
dandy.
yeah.
Okay.
I'd say go giant slaying. Obviously, it's your say in the end, depending on how you feel about using your potions and what your ultimate plan is.
Yeah, I'll
Callus?
go with the Giants line.
Okay. Callus, what about you? Oh god, did we lose Callus?
No.
Oh,
No.
my bad. I was muted. I think for the giant slaying, because it's just melee, I will actually take the potion of heroism.
Okay.
Heroism.
Let him say it how he wants.
Heroism. No.
He's the hero.
Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, that tracks.
DeMarcus?
Oh, I didn't. Oh, so I was making a drink when you first started explaining all this. I didn't realize we were all getting one. Jesus.
Oh
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
fan.
think I will take. Can I? Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the giant slaying too. Actually.
Okay. All right. There you go. So you guys, um, you kind of feel this power within you, and you get the impression that that you can use it, when you feel like you absolutely need it. Okay. Oh, I guess Hayes gets it too.
Oh,
Yeah, Spearman, right?
Did we convince
Yeah.
Hayes to come with us?
Oh, he can't. He's coming on his
Yeah,
own
he's
fucking
in
Oh,
it, dude.
sweet,
fruition.
sweet, perfect.
He offered. So, oh, also one thing that I probably should have noted earlier: you guys watched him don his armor, but his appearance did not change.
Okay.
Hayes will actually take heroism.
Okay.
Um, okay, cool. So you guys are greeted by the warm sun. They provide breakfast for you. The elves all seem refreshed, and all the people seem much more at peace, even though you guys are only 6 hours away from where they were horribly treated, tortured, and enslaved. They are far enough and in a peaceful enough location that some of that is washing away. Some of it they'll carry with them for their entire lives,
PTSD.
but they are in a blessed realm with some very powerful elves nearby. And the princess approaches and she says, "If you ever find yourselves in the Moonwood, you are most welcome in my home. I would be most honored to have you. I feel I will forever be in your debt. I wish you safe travels. I wish you the best of luck. The days ahead will be hard, but I would not ask for any other final warriors for it." And she does the whole Galadriel kissing the forehead on each of you before she turns to depart.
Kamba looks to her and says, "One more gift, madam. Just one strand of your hair."
Oh my
What
god.
the fuck, dude?
No,
So
she
proud.
gives him 3.
She smiles and she gives you a strand of hair.
Kamba folds it inside of his hero autograph book,
Oh my god.
tucks it into the pocket closest to his heart.
The autograph forms in her hair inside of the book.
Yes, you preserve it in the pages, kind of like smushing a flower into a book.
Yep, that was the plan.
All right.
I would like to say that we are friends, at least like to imagine, and friends don't count favors. We are not, you are not in my debt, at least.
Well, then I aim to make you in debt to me someday. And she
Right.
smiles and waves farewell. Okay. So you guys are heading back up the mountain.
With our new companion.
Yes, indeed.
Yay. Alright, what's his name if he's our companion? I should probably actually know this. I never thought I was actually going to talk to him again.
Hey, I don't know what was. Hayes.
So-
Hayes.
Yeah.
right.
he
I'll just
introduced
refer
himself.
to
Hold
him
on.
as Hayes.
Hold on. No, you do not say anything about his name because you have an easy out here. It's in a goddamn picture in the loot tab.
It's also. Oh wait. I think if you hit tab, you should see his name too.
Nah, I'm just going to call him old Hazy.
He's not. Oh yeah, here he is.
Hasufel Hayes Caldor. Goes by Hayes. Hasufel is his full name, which
You
for
go
you
by
Lord of the Rings nerds is one of the horses
As
that Aramir gives to Aragorn and Legolas and Gimli.
As we're going back up the mountain, I want to ask him. So how did you get the, title Hayes?
Oh, it is
Combo,
not a
combo
title.
mime smoking a joint, and he's like, "Fuck it."
Do you do it so he can see?
Yeah.
Okay. He laughs and he says, "Oh, it is not a title. It is just short for Hasufel. Some of my friends mentioned it when I was a young man, and it always seemed appropriate. We were always on hazy battlefields, and sometimes after the battle, a little bit of that." And he does point to Kamba. Smut them fight.
I know a wizard I think you would really like.
I am quite.
Combo's still doing it with both
Wait,
hands as they
you
walk.
think he knows him?
420.
Do you know a bit? Wait, fuck. What's his name? God damn it! It's been
Roman.
yeah.
Crowan.
Yeah.
Is his
Do
name.
you know a man named Crowan?
Crowan? No, I can't say I do.
Ah, well, you should.
Well, I look forward to meeting him someday.
And now.
Can I get your autograph?
My autograph.
Combo holds out his book on like another page other than the
He
hair.
has a hobby of just collecting autographs.
Well, you should take it as an honor. It's anybody who's already famous or who he believes may become famous.
Which says a lot since I don't think he asked any of our names.
No, my name's in it. He just doesn't know. I was waiting till he slept one day.
You can't just say that. You have to make rolls for that.
All right, sleight of hand.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Marcus, you have to make a sleight of
Sleight
hand
of
roll against
hand.
his passive perception.
Now, considering it's a signature and I am
perception while
proficient
you
in
sleep.
calligraphy, can I add my proficiency bonus?
No, because you got to steal it
God
first.
damn it.
He doesn't need to steal it. He just needs to open.
Yeah.
You have mage hand, right?
Does a 14 beat your passive perception combo?
Hold on 1 second here. I wasn't on
on,
D&D
come
for
on.
this. Hold on. Passive perception?
Uh-huh.
Bro, you're fucked. My passive perception is 18.
God
Your
damn
passive
it.
perception is 18?
Holy
How?
I have no
Hey,
idea
never
why.
try to have
it's the
anybody
Sentinel
sneak up on
shield.
us again.
It's the Sentinel
It's
shield,
the
I
Sentinel
think.
shield.
He,
Yeah, it is.
maybe he
Wait,
didn't have
wait,
the
wait,
Sentinel
was it-
shield yet.
Was it before the Sentinel Shield?
No, it probably wouldn't have been. It probably would have been on the airship while we were all in close quarters. I'll be honest, that's probably what it would have been. All right, he caught me one night and I gave up. I never tried again. He held a sword to my throat and I never tried again.
That was funny.
All right. Yeah, Hayes is honored, and he puts down his signature.
Nice. Thank you very much. Getting a good collection going. You gotta get it back. You play sports ball?
No, we didn't have sports ball where I came from.
Where did you come from?
Oh, just a place very far from here. And he looks up towards the heavens.
Oh, that's right.
And he says, there is a plane of existence where a mountain resides, where many of the Pantheon dwell.
Well, you should bring a sports ball there. I think it would be interesting. Heavenly sports ball? Could you imagine?
Yeah, y'all don't got sports ball there?
No, they don't.
Yeah,
have sports ball.
be a lot cooler if you
Be a lot
did.
cooler if you did.
Well, they could certainly use with some help being cool.
All right, what were
Well.
we doing?
Yes, what is the plan, my friends? The elevator, the mine shafts?
Do we
Are
poison?
we impersonating yak folks? Because I ain't gonna be good at that.
I don't
No.
think we should actually go
I
that route.
don't think we should try
However,
and do that.
if we have another entrance through the mines, perhaps sending poisoned food down the elevator shaft for the shipment for today, and then going in through the mines. Hopefully, the poison has had time to take effect, at least in a few of the giants before we get there.
I'm more than willing to go with that plan. Requires a bit of patience and
It would give me some prep time to prep our escape.
Well, I also imagine going through the mines will have a better chance of freeing all the slaves down there before everything pops off, and perhaps they begin executing them as the yak folk did as soon as we started battle. However, we may not be as directly into the center of their stronghold as if we were to ride the elevator down. So I'd say there's pros and cons of each plan.
As far as I'm concerned, I believe this evil needs to be dispatched. I believe a frontal assault is up my alley, but if we can't find another way through these mines and finding the entrance to these mines, then I'm more than willing to go with that.
Did they hand us like an old, like, map? Or
Oh,
something?
that's right. I don't think we ever found the conclusion to that. We had sent the guys off to go to the library to look for old maps and layouts to give us more information, and I don't think we ever actually played that out.
Yeah, probably because they couldn't find anything.
Oh, god damn it.
I think the elevator might be our best bet then.
That would take us what I would imagine straight to the core of their people. But if that elevator goes down, I imagine, will have at least some of the people waiting for us at the bottom. Stealth goes out the
Hopefully.
window if we ride that elevator down.
Demarcus raises a very valid point. The only option to get out of there is up, and if I had to guess, this elevator isn't too fast. But it does place us at least on solid footing, and we'll have a point of reference for the rest of the excursion in there. I'm torn between the two.
Down through the elevator, out through the mines.
I mean, if the plan is to get down on the elevator and they know we're coming either way, could we drop the elevator? Feather fall down with your magics?
I think. Are the controls up here, or well, we should probably check out the elevator first.
What if we were to drop the elevator down with their food supplies, wait about a minute, and then jump down with feather fall, which I think I can cast on literally 5 people, so that would be all of us.
Yeah.
And then we maybe catch them off guard as they've already begun to gather the supplies. Maybe that would give us a surprise round of attacks, as you will.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be listening and try and communicate as well. I'm going to go look at the elevator.
Wait, Flint. We
I'm not
send
doing
the
anything.
we send the elevator. No, I'm not telling you. We send the elevator down with the food on it, and then you can do your floaty eyeball ear thing on the elevator, and you can look in the room and see exactly what we're dealing with wherever the elevator stops.
I mean, I have to go
Pretty
check
good
to
idea.
see if I have to go check to see if I can even reach down there. I only have a mile.
You have a mile? You think the elevator's going further than a mile?
Possibly. We're on a
You-
top of a
dude,
fucking
that's a-
mountain.
If the elevator's going a mile, I think I would have a panic attack riding an elevator for a mile's worth of time. Holy
Well,
shit.
you know what? These are giants. They're very big. I don't know how
But the
big-
castle was built by dwarves. Which
No.
also leads the question, how are they fitting in these goddamn hallways?
It's free real estate. Let's go in there, flush shit down, build it back up.
Get down on it.
Mm.
It's free real estate. That made me giggle. That was
God
good.
damn it.
Can you get Kaba or over somewhere, please? Yeah, you
No,
put him on the roof.
You're not part of this.
Put him on the roof?
Yeah. Just move combat. Please just move combat.
I don't know where Kamba is.
Yeah, dude. Just move combat, please.
Oh, I see him now.
Yeah,
Oh, I
he's directly
see.
above the door.
Uh,
Oh my god. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, that sexy beast.
We
Oof.
spin.
Will we be able to understand anything that they're saying if we do send Flint down as a scout? So to speak?
He would at least be able to see if there's, what if there's 20 giants in the room and it goes straight down into the dining hall and they're all there eating.
Wait. Calabaster, we've talked to giants before, and you've seen me talk to them.
Oh, that's correct.
Ah, I completely forgot.
DeMarcus starts gathering food supplies to put on the fucking elevator to send down. I don't know. I guess I would ask. I would have Hayes kind of lead
Is
this
the elevator
charge.
even here?
Yeah, the elevator is there. I don't have the token for it. You're gonna fall through that.
I would pretty much have Hayes lead the charge, because he said he's seen it before. He's been the closest. What do they normally load on? Can we try to simulate it the best that we can?
So, good news is they already mostly loaded it for tomorrow.
Interesting.
And so there is some bags of flour, and it just seems like they were waiting on some fresh hogs, and Hayes shares that with you.
So we load a few on. Well, everybody, it looks like we are going to end up getting our chance to paratrooper drop in as we had planned for the village. Except this is down in it's not quite the same, but you have to let us have some fun.
What is a paratrooper?
That's what we are about to invent in this moment.
Oh, I do like being party to inventions.
Yes. Oh, you should hear this invention that Flint has for a healing crossbow.
A healing crossbow?
It's
That's
not.
absurd.
It's it will be a magical item that will basically allow magical healing of mundane sorts of being applied at
Healing crossbow.
distance.
Preposterous.
Preposterous.
Now, if you excuse me, I apparently have to look over here and try and listen.
So, all right. So, are we pop it off right now? Do we send the elevator down with the food?
Is it poison? Did you grab poison?
Oh shit, that's right. Oh no, the poison plan's not gonna work if we're planning on setting it down than just dropping down. The poison plan would only work if we were planning on waiting a long time.
I think given that we're having Flint scout, we should point it and wait and look and listen.
Poison it, wait an hour, and then have Flint listen in, look in.
That too.
Well, does the elevator normally come... Hayes, how long is the elevator normally down? Do we call the elevator back up? Do they send it back up when they're done hauling the supplies?
I'll be honest, I don't know. I've never operated it before. I've just seen them ferrying things here once a day to stockpile.
Is there any controls up here? Any?
Yeah, there is. There's a lever.
Well, this is
So we
where...
poison it or what?
So do we could poison it and
Yeah,
send
let's
it down.
let's poison it. Kama starts gathering poison to
Sure, I'll help.
poison it.
On that note as well, we should be cautious. We've seen giants with spellcasters. They might be prepared for such a thing with such devious servants they previously had.
To be fair, I imagine this has been going on. I doubt they're checking it every day for poison. That seems like I mean, possibly.
Possibly.
Well, if the
Oh,
elevator
right.
begins to come up, then only so many giants can fit on it, and we take them at the surface.
You
Kama
two,
stands
Calabaster,
there with like a big old bag of poison, and he's like, "So what you want me to do?"
just sprinkle it a little bit here and there.
Just everywhere, just on everything. Make sure you don't inhale that. Let me do it. I can hold my breath indefinitely.
I imagine it's not a gas.
A
I imagine
dust.
it's-
I was
No,
picturing
it
a
is
dust.
a powder.
Yeah,
it's a
see,
powder. Oh, it is a powder. Okay.
Mhm.
I'll
Yeah,
I'll
put it in
apply it.
everything,
I
I
can
guess.
hold my breath forever. So
I mean,
Okay, so yeah, you spend like 10 minutes or so, and you You take all the poison that was available and you sprinkle it across the food.
And yeah, Combo grabs the lever.
Well, hold on.
Pull the
Whenever
Not-
you're ready,
Not
Combo.
yet. Not yet, combo. You three.
I go to lean on it and accidentally flip it.
All right, then no fire potion for you then.
I have a fire potion actually.
Oh,
All right.
Calabaster, do you have one?
No.
Fire potion? What is that?
Like
Fire.
like fire resistance, yeah.
Oh yeah. I always think it's a salve.
Yeah, no, I got a fire.
Because
I got
did
a fire
have
resistance.
one immediately. Whenever we start again. I'm going to give one to Calabaster and one to Hayes. Hayes,
Perfect.
you take this as well. If you drink this, you'll have about an hour's length of time to be more receptive to fire.
I have one of those as well, I believe.
Perfect. So we
You
all have
have
one
your
now. That's
opal.
good.
Yeah, I do have. No, my
No, the
opal
opal
gives
gives
me
it-
defense against cold.
Why do I keep forgetting that?
Right, I did too.
All right.
Fucking fucker.
Kamba, send the
Cool. I
elevator
added
down
it
when
to
you're
the
ready.
equipment.
All right. Kamba grabs the lever and he gives it a good push.
Okay. Wonderful.
I would like to open a lever.
We are doing this on time, right? This isn't early.
It seems to be about the right time. Yeah, you guys had to hike 6 miles or 6 hours back.
See, I would
so-
imagine we worked that out with Hayes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So it starts to spin these axles that have these
Apparatus.
cables attached to them, and they start to unwind, lowering the platform, if you will, down. And it keeps going. And it keeps going.
Yeah.
It keeps going.
Mm.
And about
Do you need to
5
like
minutes
focus your
later-
eyeball on that thing or something?
No, we should wait. Maybe an hour. Hope they've eaten some, and then before we actually drop in, we should have him scout first, so we know what we're in for.
Gotcha.
That, or he looks now to see what's waiting for the elevator at the bottom. I'd say that's fully up to him.
See, in this, I have to make a judgment call, though.
That's up to you, 100%. That's what I'm saying.
that's-
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
You know
your
what?
call.
Hold
That's
on.
your
I
spell
don't-
slots.
I don't know the math. I don't know the fucking math. But would Flint be able to calculate how, like, 5 minutes it takes going at the fucking speed it was? Could I, like, roughly guess how much of a distance is using
Once
a-
the gears stop moving.
Yeah, obviously, but I'm saying, like, you do an intelligence check. I don't know the math. I think Flint might, though.
Give me 1 second.
After the elevator reaches the bottom, we drop a pebble down. For every second it falls, it's
Yeah,
around
right,
20
yeah.
feet. And so if it falls and we hear it hit the bottom in about 10 seconds, then we know it's about 200 feet down. I used to work on wells. That's how we used to check the static in wells. I actually know the math.
Yeah.
Actually, I probably should have read this beforehand. It stops about 30 seconds from when you start. It stops for a little while, probably like a solid 12 seconds. And then it begins lowering again. It stops another 30 seconds. And it keeps doing this until it comes all the way back up and is in front of you.
What the fuck?
There are levels.
And then 12 seconds later, it starts to drop again. So it seems like it's on a rotating chain, and that something needs to happen in order to lock it into place.
Oh, so once it reaches the
When it
bottom
gets
level, should
back
we
up-
pull the level again?
Well, once it gets back to us, we would pull the lever, and that seems to be what would happen.
Well, wait, sorry. When it comes
That
back
would
up, is
stop
the
it on
food
us.
gone?
No.
Oh yeah, so they didn't have time to grab it. So there's one of the levels we're supposed to stop it on for them to unload the food. Shit. How many levels
Alright.
were there before it came back up?
I'm
You
going to
counted
say this.
24 stops, so 12 down. Oh, sorry. You counted 15 stops. So 15 stops on its way down, 15 stops up on its way back.
What the fuck? When are we supposed to stop it?
Hold on. I got
Fuck it, drop it all the way to the bottom.
Hold on. I have a legitimate question because I think you let me do this before, and this is a very specific situation. It says that I can place it. Would you allow me to place it like?
Place it on the elevator.
Would it move with the elevator, in other words?
That's what I'm trying to ask because it usually stays affixed. But since
Affixed to the elevator.
Affixed in its space where I cast it at.
I don't want to be the one who ruins this plan, but I do believe that when you tried casting it on the airship, we said that it disappeared off in the distance and the airship kept flying. I think we already covered this ground, unfortunately.
I think I've actually done it both ways with Flint. And it doesn't say that it remains fixed, but you also can't move it.
So if he makes it so that it's centered on an apple.
You center it on a point, I believe is what the verbiage says, in which case it really shouldn't move.
Okay. So it's up to you completely.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote no.
Fuck.
No? Alright.
I mean, fair. I honestly would have said the same thing in your shoes, but I was hoping you would say yes.
I'm going to make a guess here. How much food is on here? How much? Like a very large amount?
Yeah, quite a bit. You'd say
Okay.
probably somewhere around 1,200 pounds.
Is there any way that I could hide with the crates and have my eyes peeked out and then tell them in the headset when to stop the elevator?
Well, hold on. I'm just making an educated guess here. Making an educated guess. You said there was 15 stops, right?
Mm-hmm.
15 floors. If this is a cavern, I mean, traveling a set amount of distance at any point in time through a very large subsection of mining would be a pain in the ass. So if there's multiple floors, multiple stops, it would be reasonable to believe that each floor gets a set amount of food, and each floor will take a portion of it, and then we send it back up.
Kamba waits for the first break, and he pulls the lever again.
So it stops. So
it stops on the first stop.
I was gonna say fuck. All right. I was gonna hide on it.
Then question.
Oh well, yeah. Then if Marcus wants to hide on it, then Kamba waits for him.
Hold on. Before that, I want to ask because we never got a conclusion of the math thing. Would you allow me to roll a intelligence check?
Sure.
Okay.
To see if it's less than a mile?
No, just so I can calculate how far I have to send the damn thing down.
If I'm on it, I can just let you know.
True, but this way you're not at fucking risk. I don't know if I want to use sorcery.
I still think I should.
You're
I think we need eyes on the elevator.
I'm gonna use a sorcery point. I'm gonna use one. I don't know where the fuck that dice went.
I wouldn't use a sorcery point now, but alright.
I think we need because we don't know what floor to stop it on.
3. I had to take the new roll.
Yeah, you're not sure. The math seems too tough, and you don't know if it's at the exact same rate between levels.
All right.
It's hard to say.
I'm getting on the elevator. I'm hiding behind the crates. I am going to keep my eyes out so I can see what's on each floor. I'm going to let everybody. I'm going to obviously have everybody be at the edge ready to jump because I'll be able to catch them as a reaction, and with my feather fall, and obviously have Kamba stop it when I say stop it.
I mean, I could just fly down there. I have a burn.
Yeah, but I'm trying to do it stealthily.
That's a much better way, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could fly down instead of me hitting you with Featherfall. Either way, though, I want everybody at the edge ready.
I understand that, but I'm saying, instead of you hiding in the crate, possibly getting discovered, how are you getting back up?
I'd rather have him hide than
I'm not getting
fly
back up. You're coming
room.
down to me. If they catch me and it pops off, I'm not going back up. It's time to pop off.
Okay,
So,
all right, but if
my theory is correct, that they each take a portion of the food, that means by the time you get down to the bottom, where are you hiding?
Well, if it gets down to the bottom and they're all taking food off at each floor, then this entire plan doesn't fucking matter. We did poison it. I don't know. I don't know what to
That's
do.
why I'm saying, if that is the case, let me fly down, not with it, but stay above it at a very high degree, because I doubt they're going to be looking up the whole time.
And stay in the corners of the shaft so they can't see you from the entryways of each floor.
It's a bad idea.
This is all a bad idea, though, I'll be honest. If we're waiting for the poison to take effect, then if I get discovered, the poison plan goes out the window.
Then
If Flint
let's-
tries flying and gets discovered, the poison plan goes out the window.
Well, they
Maybe
don't
we
know
stop
it's
it on
poison
each
first
floor
off.
for 5 minutes and keep sending it, and we sit here for like a fucking hour, and then we wait another hour and hope that something happened. This is
What
all
do
a
you
hope
think,
and a
Eric
prayer.
Coker, man?
Yeah, Hayes, what do we do, Hayes?
Eric Coker, what do you think?
It's not Eric Coker.
I know.
Oh, okay. All right.
I get it, my friend Kamba. You are easily confused by us feathered folks.
Oh, sorry. You're one of them. What are they called? Winged elves? They're old. I ain't seen many of them.
Not quite that either.
Sorry, there are new things in this world that don't make no more sense to me than I don't really know anymore.
That's all right, Mamba. I know it's confusing.
Haha.
So,
Kamba starts doing like a hip dance, like a mamba. The mamba.
I'm not sure. I'm leaning towards Demarcus. I'm afraid to leave you on your own. If anything goes wrong, we don't know how far away you'll be.
Hey,
Now,
don't we
there
have
is-
scrolls or potions of invisibility?
No.
Nope,
No,
we used
those
them.
all got
We've
burned.
talked about this in
Sorry.
our last 3 plans, and every time it comes up, and no, we don't have them.
Sorry.
No,
I didn't
you're
mean to
good. I mean, each of us have at some point be like, "Don't we have?" And it's like, "No, we don't."
But he says, I think that all of us hiding amongst these foodstuffs might be the best option.
Storm, how do you do group stealth checks? Do you do it where if the highest average, then the whole group hides, or do you do it where if one person fucks up, the whole group is fucked?
Which
I
is-
do a little bit of a combination.
Okay.
So natural ones are
The whole group fails.
obviously
You're all fucked.
kind of bad, but it's not an automatic failure. I just weigh it out and I say a nat one's real bad. Well, I guess you can't critically fail.
But if somebody
checks.
else got a nat 20,
Yeah, it would offset. I would say I take the group average.
I did want to ask this. Since we do know that these individuals, these yak folk, did already set up this elevator previously, are there any particular markings or signs on the boxes since there are different levels? Or is it just whoever comes first takes all and all? I'm trying to look and see if there's any markings on the boxes that might indicate which are supposed to go to the bottom and which are supposed to be taken by whoever sees it first.
There are no marked boxes or sacks of flour.
If we
Fair enough.
if we go with this plan and we all go down and we all hide and we all scout, Kamba, you should stay up here with the lever when the time, or somebody, and when the time comes, or I could all right, who's the clunkiest out of us? Who is the
Kamba.
worst at hiding? Kamba, I would imagine.
Me as well.
You're not very good. So one of us who are very clunky and
I have a
unable.
+2 to stealth.
Oh, me too. I was trying to not metagame that, but yeah.
I have
Sorry.
a number.
Yeah. So either Callus, then maybe perhaps somebody should stay up here with the lever, and we should all group stealth on our way down, hide behind the crates, and that way we have somebody to stop the lever if we find a level that is good for us to get off on. If we find a room that is completely clear, maybe that's the best one for us to get off on. But again, the poison plan goes out the window if we get discovered.
Actually, Hayes, out of curiosity, do you have any? What are your capabilities?
Well, I make a decent spearman, and I have attuned to some magical capabilities, mostly focused around
Combat?
combat, yes. Some deception.
How deception? You said?
Yes.
What kind of deception?
Nothing that I feel would help here.
That
Illusion.
morphing that you did, is that only
Yes.
into that shape, or are you able to morph into other shit, hold on. I have...
Theming? Minor illusion?
Disguise self. I can't make myself look like a yak
Oh,
folk, can I?
you-
Make yourself look like a yak folk?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be short yak folk.
But I could be a yak folk youngling.
Sure.
I don't know if there's anything there. I'm
Well-
just throwing that out to the group. But that's a thing.
Actually, he wouldn't be short. Disguise self actually makes him an illusion.
No, disguise self 1 foot shorter or taller. So I, as DeMarcus, am about 5, I think 9 or 10. I made him, so I could
Oh.
be like 6'10" at my highest.
How tall were the Yakin?
Probably like 8 feet. Storm.
Well, that would put you at 7 feet, right?
No,
You go
I'm like
first.
5'10", so I'd be able to max out at like 6'10".
Yeah, so yeah, about 7 feet tall, which would put you at about their height.
Okay.
A little short, but about their height.
You could ride with it, and then telling me when to stop it.
Fuck. I
Dole out the
don't like that plan.
Hold on.
Fly your ass back up here when things go wrong. I'll cut the ropes, drop the elevator. We all drop down. Kill everyone in our
think
path.
all of us riding down.
All right, let's do it. Comic walks onto the elevator.
DeMarcus joins. Callus, if you would like to stay here and flip the lever when I tell you and then jump, I will catch you.
It's
Fair
going
enough.
to be a very, very intense trust fall.
Yes.
Better than jumping from an airship.
Much better than jumping from an airship.
How's Hayes' response to that?
He's mostly focused on the situation at hand. He's looking for a hiding spot, and he says, groups that get separated die, in my experience. So I will go with the majority here, and I will hide amongst these crates to the best of my ability.
Hayes, if you would like to stay with the lever and jump, we could give you one of
You
our
could fly.
earpieces.
He accidentally spills flour all over himself.
Yes, Hayes, perhaps you should stay with the lever.
Are we covering ourselves in the poison food?
What? Oh, poison. Oh, God.
I'm actually being genuine here. Are we seriously
No,
covering
we're
our-
hiding among it, like behind the crates and such. It's not a great plan. We're going to get discovered at some point, at least by the bottom
Then,
floor.
Hold on. Real quick then, if you can disguise yourself as Yakin, we got rope. We can
No,
hide the
we
weapon.
can't. We can't. No, it
You
didn't
wanna
work.
switch
It
room?
didn't work with Comba. It's not gonna work this time. I mean, these
All right,
giants are gonna be like, "What is?"
Let's get on the road here.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's just we can talk about this all day, and all of the plans are bad. All right, that's what we've
Yeah.
come to. Is every plan is bad, and we have to just do one of them because I guarantee Storm already knows exactly what's gonna happen when this begins.
Yeah, you guys are all gonna die.
Yeah, exactly. So let's just
Yeah.
fucking die. Let's just go.
So you
Good
guys
plans
all
overall. That's all
hiding?
about.
I think we can. So yeah, who wants to give an earpiece to Hayes?
What?
Who
We don't
wants to-
have a spare.
Just one. That's what I'm saying. Who wants to give their earpiece to Hayes?
He'd have to tune to it, and it takes an hour.
Oh God, damn it!
I feel like we just wasted an hour there.
Fucking A. Yeah, he was a tuning over that whole fucking time.
No.
All right. Well,
That was the wall.
God.
Just come with us. Let's go.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, somebody needs to
Everybody
stay
go
to
ahead
flip
and
the lever.
roll.
I'll stay with the lever because that way,
Why-
if shit goes south, you don't have to worry about trying to catch me, and I can just fly down.
Fair. Yes, you stay with the lever.
right, there we
That's
go.
good. That's good.
Also,
Okay.
I
There we
have a fucking lantern, so you know.
That's not how
Okay.
stealth rolls work. You can sit on it.
So everybody will need to give me a stealth roll.
Except for me.
Except for you.
Oh
I
god.
will have disadvantage on stealth with my armor.
That's okay.
Holy shit.
Armor are you wearing?
Chain.
Chainmail.
Yeah.
Sexy armor.
Brother, we need to get you a breastplate.
Sexy chainmail.
Oh yeah, why haven't we done that? I didn't know you were wearing rocking chainmail, dude. You should be
Yeah, I
wearing
didn't
plate,
know
brother.
that either. We have so much
Just be
money.
rocking
You should
plate.
definitely be rocking
100%.
plate. All right, here's my stealth.
Why? Is there
Yes!
just a
All right,
Why
I'll
is there
take
just-
that.
Why is
Pretty
there
good.
just a random mage hand down here?
Don't worry about it.
Magical weapon.
Oh, this is for my marker so that I knew exactly where to go.
Oh man. I inspiration that bitch.
That's the
Okay.
time to fucking use it. 13's not bad with a 22 and a 13 so far.
Ooh,
Uh,
inspiration.
yep.
Oh man,
Oh.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that actually.
Yeah, you can.
You can. It just gives you.
Advantage. Or does
Yeah,
it reroll?
technically using a luck point or inspiration on a disadvantage roll actually gives you choose the best out of 3 die. It's a loophole in the rules and it's bullshit.
Yeah,
But
pretty crazy. Well, I'll spare you, Callus,
Fair enough.
because and you know what, Combo, why don't you go ahead and hold on to it as well? You guys bury yourselves into some of this foodstuffs, and when you arrive, there is nothing in your immediate vicinity.
Well, pull the lever.
Okay.
come join
release
us.
Are we going deeper? Well,
No.
hold on. I am. Fuck. I imagine before we did all the talking and prepping, it took me a minute to write down the magical circle up here.
I
Yeah,
wasn't
so-
sure if we should do it there or wait till we were closer.
Down here.
I
Well,
think we're
hold on. Do
we're
you
gonna
want to do it down here or
Yes.
Because. Okay, then fuck it. I'll wait till we're down there. It takes a minute.
Hayes points out another lever on the wall. He's like, "Will this stop it?"
Break the damn lever.
No, I
flips
don't
the
know
lever.
if that's a good idea.
It stops. The churning stops. It stays in place.
Okay.
You knew
Oh,
that
wait,
that
real-
whole time and just had to listen to us come up with a plan for nothing.
I know. One of the worst parts about being a DM.
Yeah, yep.
Can't take away your guys' agency.
No, sure.
God damn it, did I want to?
Wait, so there's not multiple floors?
No, there are.
There is.
But
So,
you
I
can
mean,
stop it
it-
at each floor on the elevator.
Yeah. Yeah, it took them quite a while, but as you guys were going down and it stopped for 12 seconds at each of these, you would notice that there was a lever off to the side on each of these levels, and then finally you come down to the end. You can see down below you there's nowhere else to go, and so Hayes walked over and flipped the switch.
Wait, at the bottom level?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Jesus
As
Christ,
far
what a
down as
waste
it
of
goes.
time that 20 minutes was, huh, guys?
Oh.
All right, well, we're
Hmm.
here.
Alright.
Come on down, Flint.
Now the question is, do I fly down or do I
F-
take the chance?
Fuck it, jump.
of-
I have a free no spell slot Featherfall to use every day. Jump, I'll catch you.
See. I don't trust you.
Come on, go ahead, jump.
Jesus
You guys-
Christ. Let's
I'm
go,
not-
jump, let's go.
I'm flying. Fuck you guys.
Let's find our
Because here's
target,
the
and if
thing.
not,
I think he's gonna make you roll the fucking check for it.
For Featherfall?
No, to see my ass and fucking prevent me from splatting on the goddamn.
If I
wall.
hit you when you were 10 seconds from the ground, you'd still immediately decelerate. All right, let's go.
Okay. So here you guys are. You can hear the clattering of metal. It is hot down here. It is awful. It smells like farts because there's just sulfur
Sulfur.
burning everywhere. It's dark, but like this kind of consistent glow throughout. And off behind you guys, to your east, you can hear voices and make out some shapes that are working. You can see that there is this
You need to find a corner area.
almost like conveyor belt going around, but it's like attached to the ceiling where all of these crates are moving, and occasionally they open at the bottom and drop stuff off that comes clattering to the floor. And it seems to go in this large circle, and you guys seem to be at the heart of it. What would you like to do?
First things first, we need to do is find a goddamn area to, you know, set up the teleportation circle.
Well,
I'm
I
going to
mean,
listen out.
That takes a minute to cast,
I-
right?
It takes a minute to prep.
I'd say since we're not worrying about it until we're out of battle anyway, and the giants move faster than us, so it's not like we'd be able to retreat and run to it. I say we wait until we defeat everybody, and then just all we have to do is have you draw it real quick in whatever room we're in, and then poof, we're out of there. Because going all the way through all of this and then having to make it all the way back leads to twice as many chances for us to get fucked.
And if I am interrupted in the middle of it, what then?
We will defend you and make sure that you're able to complete the circle.
And if I am interrupted in the middle of it, what then? Since
You
that-
try again.
We have one spell scroll.
If a scroll gets interrupted, does the scroll get destroyed?
Uh-huh.
Oh shit, I actually didn't know that. Oh god, I don't fucking know. Somebody else make a decision.
We will
Right.
adapt and overcome. We have to. There's too much we don't know about this place. Let's find a quiet place for the time being. At least discover where exactly routes and or patrols are going through. Let's use our eyes and ears for the time being. And there might be people coming towards us already, given the fact that there's food on here.
Well, do we see what's on this floor? Well, I say... Oh shit.
Combo looks over this way.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Over here. Sorry, hold on 1 second. Yeah, right there.
You're gonna make a perception check.
Over here. Can I see line of sight that?
Line of sight. Yeah. Yeah, you can see there seems to be some orc-ish figures that are working away in that direction.
Hey, yo. I say in the sending in our things, there's some figures over in that there direction. Over there to our my right.
Do we avoid them or take them out? Your call.
I don't know. That could be a storeroom, or that could lead to something even bigger. I don't know. But it made sense that there'd be a place down here that would, they'd get the food. Maybe they're cooks.
Alright, let's go. Maybe the element of surprise will be our friend here. At this rate, clearing
Well-
room by room will guarantee that we don't get snuck up on from behind, so it may be worth it.
Dagnabbit, I wish we still had Jade with us.
Hey, should we at least make sure or check to see what the other direction is before we make a commitment?
Okay, you're over there. Can you see it? I mean, you're the one over there.
I
No,
look
I
that
didn't move
way
at all,
from
I just
where I
looked.
am on the shaft.
Yeah.
Perception.
Yeah, you can roll a perception check.
Perception.
All right. As Flint
Where
is
did
kind of
that?
observing
Oh
over there.
fuck yeah!
Oh.
What do I see? What's the
Nice.
other way? Oh
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Nice.
What do we both see the other way? Yeah.
Oh wow, look at you guys with your dirty 20s. Let's see. From that angle, you see what looks like more catwalks.
But oh gee, so
Oh,
do I
figure.
see the vast expanse of that room opposed to the other way?
Yeah, I mean, it certainly seems to open up quite a bit.
Yeah.
So you don't really know anything beyond that point.
So going the way towards the voices we've heard seems like it's a more singular room, opposed to once we go the other way. Seems like we'll be in the center of everything. It seems a much more expansive room the other way. I think taking it out room by room and trying to stay as quiet as possible and watching our backs might be the correct way to go here.
I also don't think we can get down from there. It seems like there is a balcony, but it looks like it just drops off.
So the other way it is.
Alright. Kama starts moving that way.
I follow behind.
Okay, cool.
It creeps
Combo,
along.
as you get closer, your passive perception shows that these orcs are working these like raw iron ore, and they're sifting it for good iron ore versus the iron ore that's going to take a little bit longer to get out of there. So it looks like they're taking mined goods and trying to do a little bit of refining before sending them off somewhere else.
Relays this information to the party, and he says, I mean, what do you guys want to do? You guys want to clear them out?
Well, do we go
Or
about
you
this
want-
stealthily or combo? Would you like to end up in the middle of all of them?
Now, I have a question. How tall is the ceiling in this place?
It's about 40 feet.
40 feet?
Mhm.
Now, I'm just gonna throw this out of character. Just gonna throw this out. How often do you think they're gonna be looking up?
The materials do drop down from that conveyor belt.
So
Yeah.
probably often,
Probably
unfortunately.
quite often.
This is the one time where the answer to that is probably often.
How many figures do I see in there?
You see, from your vantage point, 4 or 5 orcs that are shackled, but they are wearing leather armor.
They're
They seem to have weapons
shackled?
nearby. Yeah.
Yeah, looking like they're shackled, boys. But
Do we attempt an approach of we're here to liberate you, or do we go? We know that not all orcs are bad, as we've seen by the ones we sent to Tribor. If they're shackled, perhaps they are also slaves in their own right. Perhaps a liberation.
does anybody
an
remember
uprising.
if they were fleeing fire giants from people we sent to Tribor? Does anybody remember?
They were fleeing giants, yes.
Were they fleeing fire giants?
Well,
Giants in general.
Does anybody? Can we remember? Storm.
They were fleeing giants.
just giants. Yeah,
Now,
they, yeah.
before
yeah.
we even try to approach them, do any of us speak Orcish?
No.
Nope.
Orcs typically speak common.
Bold of you to
Mm.
assume that.
I will take out the Dawn Shot at this point. It's not much. No, it's not much.
I could cause a
We
little
don't have much to
mischief
go
in there
off.
if we need a distraction.
I think it might be better for us to actually try to get these people on our side. If we're going to go in there and fight, there's going to be a stir and there's going to be noise. There's no difference in if we kill one of them before the noise starts than if we walk in there and the noise immediately starts. It could be worth us trying to talk to them.
What's the range? What's the range on your opal?
On my opal for range for what? Making fire or putting fire out?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. The opal topal of the ildy wildy. What do you want? Do you want putting stuff out or
Put stuff out.
any open flame within 10 feet of me?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
nothing.
Mine's only 60.
Alright. Are we making a
We go in.
decision here?
I think so. We go in. We try our best to communicate with these orcs.
Callus?
We observe and make sure that there are no form of alarms or anything that might alert the giants.
This sounds like a bad fuck.
I make
does
it
some
here.
perception checks to see if he can detect any traps. Is that okay?
Sure, yeah, go ahead. Hasufel's gonna cast armor back at this on himself.
Should be careful though. If these creatures are shackled, they might.
I'm immediately.
God damn, I'm
pulling out-
throwing my garbage with the shit.
I'm gonna pull out the broom and just fucking hop on it.
Man.
Yeah, you, let's see here. Whoop, that's not what I want. Yeah, you don't notice anything out of the norm.
Hold on. DeMarcus, you have message, right?
Wait, I have an advantage on perception
I
checks. What am
do
I
have
thinking about?
message.
Sorry, I don't know why I didn't think of that. Oh
I-
man, this is bad. I need to like
So-
let me close Combo's character sheet and reopen that.
Is that the equivalent of like dice
I'm
jail?
getting into dice.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So, Kamba, you are looking about, trying to get an idea, and these orcs that are working this iron ore spot you as you're coming through
I
here.
put a finger up like shh.
And one of them grabs a club off the ground and goes, "Kill them." Except it's not the orc that you hear. It is the fire giant that is standing right next to you guys.
What the fuck?
And he he was leaning up against the wall, sees his orcs freak out, looks over, sees you guys, and gives the order to kill. And then he says, "Extra rations for whoever brings me their heads." And he grabs his great sword and he starts to march towards you.
Is that
God.
where we're ending tonight?
That is where we're gonna end tonight. Before we
God
do that, though, I need a favor from everybody. I need you to go into your settings. I need you to go to that little middle guy that's got the
Turn off
exclamation
snap.
point and turn off creature snap to grid, because in order to make this place big, I had to shrink you guys.
It's
Got
already
it.
turned off.
Yep, and we're gonna go by feet instead of squares in this
I
one.
mean, that's how I typically try to go anyway. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So next week we will pick up right at initiative, and we are gonna see.
Let me get my
How
shit. Let me
you
get my
guys
shit initiative
do.
roll out of the way today. Hold on, ready? Boom. There's
I'm
my
not
shit.
gonna
What?
keep-
Are you
Oh,
fucking
that's a
kidding me?
bummer.
God.
Bummer. I can't wait for.
I mean,
next
I'll
week
do
to see what
initiative.
that is.
I'll do
No,
my
no.
sweet delicious initiative now,
Can I just say this?
and then I have advantage on that.
Oh yeah, you do. I forgot about that.
I just wanted to say this. DeMarcus, you could have messaged the one orc right there and just asked, "Hey, do you see?"
I
That
was
doesn't
about
count.
to, but Storm obviously wanted us to get the fuck away from our
16.
30 minutes of planning every step we took. Like like as soon as you said you have message, I knew what you were going for, and I was gonna do that. But obviously we had to expedite that a little because we just took 45 minutes to go down an elevator shaft.
Yeah.
And yeah.
We took our time. Screw that. We took our time.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's. I mean, it should have maybe 20 at the max is all that should have taken.
No, I'm saying screw that in every situation. It's better to be more prepared than anything.
Yeah, except every time we spend that long talking, except for the one time that we stole from that witch, every other time we spend that time long talking, I know it's fucking inevitable that the second we finally come up with a plan, we are going to get, have a fire giant immediately come out of fucking nowhere. Like,
here's the
every
situation.
time we're
Hold
like,
on.
look at the yak folk. We're like, oh, let's try to do this the best way. Oh, they're trying to poison us and we're fighting anyway. Like, everybody's out to get us. This is a fucked up world we're living in. We need to stop
on,
thinking we
real
can trust people.
I
What
want you to know that your boy Flint is the one that fucked that over for you guys.
It wasn't
Why?
because of the fire giant name.
Yep, it was because he dropped the fire giant name and he'd never heard of this guy.
Wait, what do you mean?
So
Why would he?
Flint said we heard from Elgar of how great this place is.
I didn't say.
and-
I didn't say that. I said
You said-
Elgar.
Something like that. And he's never met Elgar, so he knew right out the gate that you were lying, and so did his wives. But anyway,
Oh, I wasn't referring to that. I said that Elgar sent us to
I
go
don't care.
to. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, I didn't say that.
Leave
All
it
right,
to
guys.
Flint.
I am
Oh,
out
Flint, look
for
what
the
you did.
night. I'll see you guys next week.
Oh, I wholeheartedly
Next
knew what
week?
it was.
Next
immediately
week.
whenever the guys. I wholeheartedly knew what it was immediately whenever we attacked. I did a ballsy move and it didn't pay off. That's all it was.
That's what this whole fucking game is.
Now, see, and in your situation, I'm saying, oh, we always take 20 minutes. It's always the same thing.
Oh,
it's always
I'm
this."
kidding. I'm one of the worst culprits of extending
Motherfucker.
out things and
We all
planning.
are.
Dude, yeah, I'm
No,
shitting on myself as well. I'm
No.
not at all
I want
placing
you to
blame.
know. if we would have taken a little bit more time. Message.
No. Message was a good idea, and we thought of it
Flint,
1 second
how
too
many
late.
times can you, Flint? How many times can you cast that eye spell?
In a day, well, at max, if I use literally everything, including
What is it? What level spell is it?
3rd level spell.
Oh Jesus! So you
Oh,
have like
okay,
6
alright, so
casts if
yeah.
you use all your fourths too.
Yeah, no,
No.
not worth it. So,
No, clairvoyance isn't a higher level spell.
Oh, that's right. So you can only use your 3/3, huh?
3/3 and then exchange spell slots.
Yes, yeah. You could use all your sorcery points to get another 2. So you could do 5 if you used all of your
it's not
sorcery
even worth
points.
thinking about anymore.
No, I can do more. Because here's
No,
the
it's
thing.
not worth. It's not worth thinking
You-
about. That's what I'm
let me
saying.
finish
It's,
it.
all
Huh?
I'm saying is, I have no idea. All I'm saying is, it's out the window as an idea for how we can check rooms out because we don't have a rogue.
Oh yeah, of course.
I still
In
think.
terms of, as you're saying,
I was just gonna say I still think flying up to the ceiling would have been a better idea.
Nah, I feel that's one of those moments again where I think this is one of those things where 1, by going by a book, and 2, by Storm already having an idea of what's gonna happen. It's one of those things where it's like if we flew into this
Going by a
fucking
book on this.
if we flew into this room, no, there's a base, but I feel like if you flew into this room, you would have had to roll another stealth check. And, based on
Okay.
how that went, maybe this would have happened. But then if you try to, what are you going to try to drop down in the middle of the room on one of the orcs and maybe get a hit off in the surprise round? Like, at the very, very
Oh,
most, we would have
that's not
gotten a
what my
surprise
intention was.
round. What
No,
was your
that's not what
intention?
my-
A fireball that would have alerted the whole village, to the whole
Oh.
fucking building?
Not even combat. Just to see what's in the room and then tell you guys, then come back.
Right. All I'm saying is we need a method of investigating a room before we enter it, as if we had a rogue,
We don't.
which is like the point of a rogue. That's why a rogue is like useful in this situation.
Yeah.
You know.
No, very much so. It was. Yeah.
So, what I was just asking what level spell he could cast that at, but it's not worth
It's
it
not
if he
worth
can do all
it
that.
for
So,
a room by room situation.
like I like the idea of coming up with something that we could do in this situation just to compensate for our lack of a rogue. We got that magical
Scuttle
item
Buddy.
to.
We need Scuttle Buddy.
perhaps in this situation, hit and run tactics might be more available. These giants are faster, but this is their
They're not
domain,
act-
so to speak. If
They're
we
not actually faster.
not actually faster.
Aren't
but-
aren't their movement speeds 35?
No, they're 30.
No, they're 45.
They're 30.
I remember
pulled-
when the fire giants were fleeing the town, that's why we had to use grease,
Fire-
because Storm said that
Yeah,
they
they
had
would
a
outrun
faster movement and they would leave us. Had they gotten out of range. Now, me, on the other
Right,
hand,
if they
I
dashed,
was
it's
the
like-
only one who would have been able to keep up with them, because I have a movement speed of 35 and I can teleport 20 feet. So I would be able to exactly keep up with them without being able to do anything else.
I'm
The
looking
rest
at-
of you
I'm-
would get
I'm
left
looking at the
behind.
stat block. I'm looking at the stat block right now, and you guys can too.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what
that's
Storm said during that fight in Tribor. I've been going based
Hmm.
off what Storm said this whole time.
Well, ignoring the well, that's important to keep in mind. But beyond the topic of speed, if we cannot successfully scout out these creatures before they come out of their dwellings, we force them to come out of their dwellings at exact points in this place where we need them to. There's corridors here. There's doorways, lockways. They may be giant. They may have to smash through shit, but that's more time they have to waste getting to us.
I agree.
Yeah.
So
having-
choke
If-
points. You're talking choke
Hold on.
points.
Real
Indeed.
quick.
If
we
these
do-
are,
hold on. We
if
do have
these
a
are,
+2 breastplate.
What?
We have a +2 breastplate.
What?
From where?
I don't know. I put it down in the loot for some reason. We have it.
When did you put it
For
down?
what fucking reason?
We found a +2 breastplate.
Really?
Yeah. And we also have a additional +1 longsword, a standard shield, sells for twice the value, a +1 dagger, not yours, DeMarcus.
I would say.
2 +1 hand axes, 5 feet a foot length of chain made of steel, giant sized chain that weighs about 80 pounds. Oil of etherealness.
We can use that chain.
Yeah, we can. If I enlarge myself, I'll tie this sons of bitches up.
So, here's the shitty thing. Oil of etherealness might have actually been pretty good here. Oil of etherealness.
So here's what I was trying to get across without metagaming. When we were talking about like putting the circle down, because me and Mike have already, fuck it, me and Combo have already talked about this.
Yeah, my name is Mike.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said,
oh,
whatever. And my name's Daswan. I don't give a shit. Me and you have both done that to each other so many times at this point, it don't fucking matter. But the thing me and him have already talked about is like with this being a dungeon crawl, there's going to be a moment we at very least need a short rest, and we're gonna be able to find some fucking side room to take a short rest. And since a short rest is like 15 minutes or like 45 minutes, whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, that sucks.
That's like what I was gonna get to is I told Kamba because he wasn't here for the first session. Kamba wasn't here for that first session, so he didn't know about your bullshit cat nap thing, which is going to be phenomenal for this crawl. Because if we can find a side room to hide in for like 15 fucking minutes, I mean that from like a GM perspective. Like for us, it's phenomenal. That's what I'm saying. So if we can dip in a room for like 15 minutes and you cast cat nap, we could draw the circle there if we feel like we're close to the end. Like we could wait till we're closer.
I just want to point this out real quick.
Hmm.
Etherealness. You can see and hear the plane you originated from. And also, blah, blah, blah. Creatures that aren't on the ethereal plane can't perceive you.
Yeah.
We could have fucking used the oil of etherealness just
well, that's like the fucking blink spell.
But here's a cool thing. It lasts for, the effect creature then gains the blah, blah, blah. Oh, applying the oil takes 10 minutes. An oil take 10 fucking minutes to apply.
You really gotta make sure you get it in every crevice.
You
gotta get it in
oil?
every crevice. Don't miss a fucking
Yeah, you've
spot.
never lathered yourself in oil, dude?
No, I've lathered myself with soap and it doesn't take fucking 10 minutes.
My showers take an
Slap
hour, but that's
yourself.
55 minutes of thinking about all the choices I've made in life, then 5 minutes of soap. So like, you know.
Lathered yourself in sweet oils.
But I'm gonna say this. Maybe one of the I'm gonna say this. Maybe one of us takes the goddamn potion of etherealness because it's a potion. I mean, it's an oil. I imagine we kept all this.
Yeah. That might come in handy later, but not right now. I agree with Callus.
No, I mean later. Yeah, definitely.
Are you suggesting, Callus, that we turn this particular battle into like a choke point kind of thing?
Maybe not this particular battle. We have yet to explore the rest of the remainder, and there might be more than giants in here who have the capabilities of burrowing or worse.
Well, that's where it's kind of, we're already in this fight. We're in this room. Once this fight is over, we'll have time to see, are more people coming towards us? Does it seem like the place is on high alert now? Did we get away with that? What's happening?
I was planning on...
No, that's it.
Oh, I was planning on trying to cast banishment on the giant. In which case, we could maybe either try to talk with the orcs if perhaps one of them does speak common.
And if they don't, we wipe the floor with them.
Let me tell you an amazing spell I have.
Counter monster.
What level is banishment, Callus?
It's a 4th level.
Oof.
2 of them.
That I don't know if that could be worth it only because of how close we all are to this giant right now. This is obviously not ideal.
I'm gonna say, Callus is arguably closer than you are. In this scenario, I'm still looking at the screen.
See, me too. I feel like Storm because one, he never gets to down me, and he's been trying for the last 3 fights now. Storm, I feel like, is going to make a point of the fact that the line of sight, the first creature, the first of us in this giant's line of sight is me. The closest creature in his line of sight is me. Technically, Callus is behind that corner.
Then
of the
it comes down to it doesn't matter. That's not even what I was asking about. It's good that Callus is as close as he is. He'll be able to start forming the line, and you can
Yes.
start getting behind it. We'll just cut
I'm
them
gonna
all
get
off.
hit
Now,
right now,
because
though, if
these
I don't
orcs are
roll high.
chained. I wonder. I should have asked how much chain these guys have, right?
No, they're shackled. I think it's more of like so they wouldn't be able to run. I think they're freely able to move around the room. I think
Yeah.
it's more like they probably have
Now-
shackles on, so if they tried to run, they'd be slow as shit.
Now, I just want to say this. Charm Monster, we now have our own personal fire giant. Now, the only problem with this is it's a 4th level spell, and on top of that,
Is it wisdom?
it's technically saying they get advantage if we are fighting it. We haven't really started fighting it yet.
No, we're going. We're
Mm.
in initiative. We are in initiative. You know, Storm won't let that slide. I wouldn't let that slide in his shoes, and I'm. Like, I agree with most of the decisions he makes, even though I try to fucking go. Even though I try
See,
to go against
And
him.
now, that's something else. If I would have just went to the ceiling and also scouted and saw fire giant, boom, charm monster. If it would have passed, it would have passed.
That's not a bad point, but we obviously didn't know there was a. But no, that's true. That could have worked out phenomenally if it. But the thing is in the 5 seconds he explained there was the fire giant. Would you have come back to report to us, or would you have thought at the time, Charm Monster? We can't like we've been sitting here talking.
Why would I
for...
come? Why would I come back? I just fucking message you.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, would you have let us? Like, that's what I'm saying is we've been sitting here talking about for 20 minutes now, and this is the first time Charm comes up. So would you have thought of it in the moment? Who knows? There's no way to. We could sit here and fucking hindsight 2020 all fucking day.
Oh
Hmm.
no!
What
I
I'm
knew
thinking
I had
is,
charm monster. I just didn't know there was a guy on the other side. If
Well,
I
I'm
would have
gonna-
known.
What I'm gonna say is, I'll try to lead the way, into rooms only because my passive perception is so high,
Yeah,
and I have advantage
yeah.
on perception checks.
Yeah,
and a
the
plus
only
0%
reason I
success,
walked
so-
with you on this one is because I was
You were
obviously
gonna
I have the persuasion.
persuade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had obviously I known there was a fire giant to the side, would have been at least 20 feet behind you.
Oh, on that note as well, as far as the spells I prepared, I did take Water Walk, Stone Shape, and Prayer of Healing.
What
for this
does
engagement.
why water walk, if I can ask?
It does allow us to walk over lava
Hell
and
yeah.
things outside of water as well.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Oh, fuck yeah,
so it's
dude,
liquid
yeah.
walk. It's a liquid walk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Pretty much.
technically lava's a magma or fucking a
Mhm.
yeah.
plasma?
Plasma. Yeah, it's a fucking plasma. It's not a
Plasmid.
liquid, you fucking loser.
No, actually, it would be a liquid.
It's a plasma,
air is
actually.
plasma.
Actually.
Fire is plasma.
No, lava's a plasma. If you fucking look it up, you goddamn uncultured swine.
Okay.
It is
Okay.
up to 10 creatures, and it's only an action, but it can be casted as a
Marcus.
ritual.
How long does it
Marcus.
last for?
DeMarcus.
An hour, I think.
An
What's your Steam
hour?
name, DeMarcus?
What?
What's your Steam name, DeMarcus?
Steam name?
Yeah. Steam
Das
name.
one, David. Same as if you can see it in.
I do.
Hey, you
Yeah.
uncultured fucking swine! Why don't you look it up?
No, I don't want to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Do you live in Massachusetts?
I do.
Do you have a Twitch named Daswa and David?
I am live right now, so yes.
Yeah, dude. He streams all of our
Yeah,
things. You didn't know that?
I've streamed every single session.
Oh
I
man,
forgot.
I should become super racist.
I average 2 viewers a stream. I'm super famous.
Hey, 2 viewers is pretty good.
I mostly have it go up because I also I go through Streamlabs, so I have them all recording 24/7, and it's nice sometimes to go back and be like oh, look at that, no, that is what we said. Or when we didn't play for like 2 months there, how I sent that to the Discord the last 30 seconds of our last session. Like, it's nice to have everything we've ever done recorded in case anything's like, did we talk about that? It's like, oh yeah, here's fucking proof we talked about that.
Yeah, I just the biggest thing I think to strategize on is how we're gonna like potentially not have like either get the drop on people going into rooms or not, just at least not have the drop on us, right?
Yeah, no,
Pretty
100%.
much.
So
I'm
I
just
don't know.
saying, maybe next room. Well, maybe before anything.
Yeah, we'll try your flying broom tactic, and if it goes great, then we'll keep trying it until it fails. How's that?
I was gonna say, someone put on the goddamn potion, oil of etherealness. That shit lasts for an hour.
Then we'll do it at the start of our
See,
next after
I
after
can-
this battle. We'll do
I
it after
can
the short
never
rest or whatever we
decide.
get.
I can never decide if it's best for me to do the stealthy shit or for you to put something like that on like Callus. Like Comba's gonna be our wall
Well, it's
every
not-
time, and Flint,
here's-
you always keep a distance and do like high damage. I'm the one who like has to get in between shit and then out of shit, and then Callus obviously as our cleric is important to fucking keep safe, but he's also the only other one who gets into like melee. So it's always so hard to be like which one of us should be the most protected.
I'm saying is, if any of us use the oil of etherealness, I think it's me, only because I have an increased movement with the broom.
That's not a bad point either.
I am concerned though about this Duke. I mean, we've been talking about like in the construct, but we actually don't know his capabilities.
Dukes of
No,
hazards, we all know their capabilities.
no, the Salto you're talking about, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I mean it'll be terrifying. I'll definitely down the growth and the. I mean, if you guys think it's worth it, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
to try to solo him, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. So I can take his hits and deal him massive damage. You know, just by doing those things. It doesn't have to be a solo mission.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think using the potion of the broom is a good thing as well. I'm not sure where Stone Shape will help us out, but it's
So-
And so,
something.
what is stone shape? What can that do now? Because it used to be that you could only affect like, it was only like minor stone shape really, and then it was like a level 9th spell that was like you could rip a
Jesus.
fucking mountain out of the ground.
Stone
This
shape.
one,
You
it
touch
says,
a
oh.
stone. You touch a stone object of medium size or smaller, or a section of stone no more than 5 feet in any dimension. Form it into any shape that suits your purpose. For example, you can shape a large rock into a weapon, idol, or coffer, or a small passageway through a wall. And as long as the wall is less than 5 feet thick, you can also shape a stone door or its frame to seal the door shut.
That'll be super useful, man. That'll be wicked
Yeah,
useful, Cal.
Stone Shape is a
Yeah.
phenomenal. I have taken it on almost every spellcaster besides this one. Anytime I have a chance, I'm like, oh, that's a phenomenal spell. I should take that, and then never use it. But this is the time where I think this
Yeah,
is
dude,
gonna
'cause-
be the dungeon crawl where that comes
It's
up.
not worth it.
That's gonna be
Hey, I'll
fucking
tell you,
perfect.
yeah.
No.
I'll tell you what, yeah, if it's a matter of like, hey, you know, the potion of etherealness and the broom has been working pretty well. When he flies back out, now we can fucking breach the wall. Like I was saying, Dave, we can
Yeah,
breach the
yeah.
wall with stone shape and then slice the pie from 2 angles. You know what I
Fuck
mean?
yeah, dude.
SWAT team style.
Or with flint in hand as well, like you said, we could seal these bastards in a room for good, and they have to smash their way out
Or on the vice
good?
versa of that
for good.
is instead of that, if we find a room that we can hide in off to the side with only one doorway, you can use that to seal the doorway to make it look like it's just part of the wall. Or, like maybe they'll forget that there was a room there, and we could get like a fucking maybe
We
not a
could get
long
a minute.
rest, but
No,
we
we
could
could
get a
no.
cat nap.
We could get a minute to put down the teleportation
We
spell.
could put down the teleportation spell. We could do
Yeah.
a short
I just wanna
rest.
say this.
Flint could cast cat nap, which would give us all way better benefits.
I just want to say this real quick. You can only use it in a 5-foot dimension, meaning it can't, and it has to be on a medium-sized stone object.
Okay, then we go in a room that looks like it's not used often, and they put 5 foot of stone up.
It's also only instantaneous. It's not concentration, and it doesn't last longer than instantaneous. It's a one-time use spell, and since it's a 4th level spell slot, he'd have to do 2 things. He can't just
because it says shape of rock meaning small passage, but if he wants to make a door as well, that's another thing. Because they listed.
No, yeah, but you're
Hold
saying you're
on.
making a passage. But yeah, you're not making a door. Not making a stone door. We're making a tunnel.
How
Yeah,
many
but it's
how many times can you cast that? What level
No,
is
Level
that?
4 spell.
It's only 5 feet deep. Is my
Oh, that's a level 4.
yeah.
Mhm.
And
Oh
if he makes
shit.
Yeah, that's a rough
God,
one to
that's
wait.
that's a fucking yeah. Like
Yeah,
my only level 4s that I have that are like actual level 4
However-
spells
I'll be
is
right back.
Dimension
No one go
Door
nowhere.
and Storm Sphere.
Here's the thing, though. If we do find a storeroom, we could easily carve out a hole in the wall, write down this thing, block it with a crate, hides it, and no one knows where it is, and we immediately make our way back to it, and boom, done.
Can I run something by you because like all of you because there is some fucking fuck you, get out of my stream first of all, Flint. I just saw your who is this man? I really like this Flint guy, such great ideas. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But no,
That
so
guy must be really nice.
I've realized with Dimension Door, the exact wording is 500 feet in any direction, but they have to be a willing creature. I also have Charm Person. What? So, tactically, if I were to charm somebody and be like, trust me, or even use persuasion to be like, I'm here to save you, come with me, and get them to trust me, I could Dimension Door them 500 feet straight in the air and then just drop them and feather fall myself.
Yeah, but who are you using it on?
So in this case, no, obviously it won't work too well in here. But in this case, let's say you were to, or maybe if you were to charm the giant and be like, trust him, go with him, I could teleport him
One more.
over the fucking lava
One
and
more.
just drop him into the lava.
For 2 reasons. One, lava wouldn't damage him. He's fire immune, meaning he doesn't take any.
You're right. That won't work for this dungeon
And-
crawl. You're correct.
And 2, Dimension Door has to be of similar size creature.
Oh, it won't work on giants. That's true too. Well,
But what if I cast,
remember it for the future, everybody. Or I drink one of the growth potions.
No, and it has to be of similar size.
Yes. If
What if
I
I
drink a
cast,
growth potion, I am similar size, and then if I use Disguise Self as I use the growth potion, I could make myself look like a fire giant.
No.
Why?
Well, no. Well, I
you
mean,
make yourself look like a small fire giant.
No, if I
Yeah.
use growth to make myself, because he already said that would be a big enough. That would be. Oh wait, no, they're.
That's They're
Yeah.
huge.
No, I'm talking
If I-
about if I took a growth potion first and then used Disguise Self.
disguise self is an illusion. It doesn't actually change your physical body.
Yeah,
but the growth potion does. The Disguise Self
the
would
growth
be to
potion
get their
does.
trust. And then I could get them to trust me, grab him, like I'm gonna save him, Dimension Door him 500 feet in the fucking air and drop him.
Demarcus, what size are you right now?
Medium.
What size is after medium?
I don't know, what does growth make me?
It makes you 1 size bigger. What is after medium?
Humongous.
Large.
Shut up.
Set aside.
Shut up. Shut up.
Large.
Nope, you're
So,
wrong. You're wrong.
What's after large?
The plan can still work if me and you work together, because I have Odaluk's resilient spear, and then you just message me and tell me when to drop the spell.
What's that do?
It essentially
Capture
captures
ball.
a large or small. Oh, never mind. He's
It's
huge.
Odaluke.
Ah,
Damn.
Odaluke.
we were
Oh,
close.
okay.
We're on to
Ah.
either
He
way. No, I was saying all that not even for this dungeon crawl. It's just something I thought of that I could use at some point in the future. Like if we're ever like I could have used it on one of the fucking yak folk if I was able to disguise myself and be like, I have a way to get us out of here. They're like, okay, I could just grab them and be like, poof, now we're 500 feet in the fucking air and I can drop you. So it's just something that can't, but you're right, it's not going to work with the giants. And also, 500 feet would probably get us 100 feet above the surface level, and they barely take damage. So this dungeon crawl is not the time to use that. However, it is something I have. I want to surprise Storm with that at least once at some point. Just be like, we're here to get you out of here. Give me your hand. And then just fucking drop them from 500 feet.
This is your plan for the big bad?
No, no, no. It won't. We've already gone over. Like, it will not
Okay.
work on a fire giant. It won't work in this dungeon crawl. It's just something I thought of that, like, someday I can use.
Fun fact,
Nonetheless.
Odaluke is from Oerth, the Greyhawk setting.
Can I say
Uh-huh.
Explain.
The Greyhawk setting is just an alternate setting, like Dragonlance or what used to be Ravenloft and a few other things. They changed Ravenloft for 5e, but just another campaign setting that's just like defunct now. It was in the late 80s and early 90s. But Oerth was the name of the planet, and I believe that it was like the original. It might have been like where the original, like, so like Mordenkainen, like Morden or Melf, all those dudes. Those are from
I've never
all of those are from
understood
Greyhawk.
any of that. It's all from
Right, so those are
all
all
of those
famous-
Melf's magic arrow and all that shit.
Those are all famous mages from other worlds. Like, hilariously enough,
I thought you were just saying
Very,
MILF
like,
wrong.
Melf, MELF. That used to be a spell. Melf's magic meteors.
No, that is still.
Yeah, that's
Flint
the spell I
has
have
that.
Right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Flint has that very spell.
I
You're
used it.
Melf,
so
Melf
that's-
also has Melf's magic arrow, doesn't he? Isn't that another one?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's from Oerth too. I know that's where what's his name?
But I just want to say this, DeMarcus. God damn it! If you don't download that game, I fucking slap you.
I just saw it. I accepted it. I'm going to download it. I'm not going to be able to play tonight because any second my brother and his boyfriend are going to be walking through this store. So,
Your
but
boyfriend?
No.
Yeah, Melf is from Greyhawk as well. I just looked it up. And he was also created. That's the. It was also Luke Gygax, Gary Gygax's son.
what the fuck?
That was his player character. Most of like Mordenkainen, I think they were all like player characters of Gary Gygax in his original campaign. Yeah,
Gotta love the legacy.
yeah, you gotta love it. It's all in there.
I would say whatever happens, gentlemen, in this dungeon, has been a honor serving with you.
Oh yeah, no, this is gonna be
Yeah,
this
right,
is gonna
yeah.
test all of us to our limits.
So, I'm gonna say this. You guys might want to down that potion of fire resistance sooner than later now.
All right, they're here now, so I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will see you next week.
You can't.
How
like,
many of those potions do we have?
Adios.